60, by the way, this weekend.
What?
I'm playing Joe 60 to a cup this weekend.
I was going to do that too. I have a double cup thing going on. I have a cup on Friday and a cup on Saturday.
I have a cup on Sunday. I haven't looked to
Here, try again.
All right, I'm trying again.
All right, I hear you now. It was
Oh,
my
there we go.
settings. My thing switched my audio on me. So
All right, now I just gotta get you up here.
let's put me up there. Put me out, coach.
I'm trying. Ah,
I'm watching. Ooh. Uh-oh. Trouble.
I got that. That looks good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear it like on the stream? Does it sound fine?
Yeah, I do hear us. Sounds fine.
Like we're not echoing at all?
No.
Okay. Because on my end we are, but I think that's just because of my wonk stuff.
I don't think it is. Now I'm gonna do it again.
I mean, like if it sounds normal on the stream, then I guess I could check on my phone.
It sounds normal to me.
Okay. I'm fine if it echoes on my end, as long as it's not echoing on the stream.
Yeah. So I'm gonna close the stream then.
Let me... Testing.
Testing.
It's kind of...
It's echoing me.
It's echoing you.
Why?
I don't know. Me. What happens if I do that? Try talking.
Hello.
Oh, wait, I think I fixed it.
Oh, good. Perfect.
I don't think you're echoing anymore.
Hello.
I don't know. Gotta turn it down.
If our teammates are watching, they should let us know.
Truth.
Should let us know if it sounds good at all.
Anyway, I think that's golden.
Mm-hmm.
Ben said low volume. It's
Low
loud as hell in
volume.
my ears. Hold on, I'll crank it up a little bit. That might just be my speakers that are loud. Let me turn them down.
It's probably your speakers loud, and then you should probably be able to up the volume. He says that's good.
Oh, perfect. I just cranked
Awesome.
it. So Ben, we sound good. We're not like echoing or robotic or. Yes.
Says we sound good.
Cool.
Perfect. Yay.
Now.
And we have 3 minutes to spare. Look at that.
Y'all sound found.
Perfect. Okay, I'm closing the stream so I don't have to look at myself twice. I only need to see myself on camera once. So
yeah. So right as we're starting and while we're on stream, Tyler did send me his 60 and I will forward it to you.
Ooh. So we do get the 60.
We do.
Look
so
at
we
that.
Can commentate.
Yes, let's go. Okay.
Let's see here. I need to convert this into an image. I'm
Can
not
you
a
do
text
that and
person.
then send it to me too? Because I'm looking at it like I can't. I don't know how to read. I'm illiterate.
Right.
They don't teach you how to read in law school. They teach you how to think. Team
one
sexy
odd
ball
card.
guy.
All right. Where the hell are you? There you are. Why did it only copy one card?
Why did it only
If anyone's watching right now, they're just watching me fail.
It's funny as fuck.
Or I guess listening to me fail. Okay. There's the visual list.
Okay. I'm gonna pull that up. Put you over here.
All right.
Have
Let me
a whole
message
setup
him
going on
and
here.
tell him to be ready.
Well, we still have to do the intro. You know.
I know. I'm telling him to just be ready because we're gonna start here in a minute. I mean, technically we
Fair,
already
fair.
started, but you know.
I mean, it's fine. Okay, we have that. Next, we don't need that open anymore. I can do this, and I can do this. All right. I think we have everything ready to go.
I believe so.
Let me just make sure everything is okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
God, if we see that, then we've lost the plot.
Oh, we've lost the plot a million years ago.
That's so true.
I don't know if you've realized we lost the plot the moment I joined the team.
Truth.
When was that? October 2024. That's when TBG lost the plot entirely. Keep up.
All right. I think we're golden.
Golden. All right. And it's 8:01. So we should probably.
Right. So it is
start.
time.
All right. So hello, everyone, and welcome to the Attach and Pass first live episode. My name is Nikki. I'm here joined with Jake, as always.
Howdy.
And we are here today to actually show you guys a very special episode for episode 10. Why don't you tell us, Jake, what's going on here?
So we have a person that has challenged various members of Team BG in a best of 7. He came to me claiming that his deck and his deck list was very good, and I quite literally told him to prove it, and he agreed. So we grabbed 3 of our best players. All 3 have day 2'd, but you'll go over their qualifications.
Yes.
To take him on in a rotating best of 7. So game 1 will be taken by Joe, then game 2 will be taken by Nathaniel, game 3 will be taken by Nicole, and we'll keep rotating through until the best of 7 is resolved.
If this does go to the 7th game, then it will be up to the 3 members of Team BG on who is going to be sending in for that 3rd game.
Right. And so Tyler, who is the challenger, he's going to be playing Enzoroark, and all of our members are going to be playing one of 2 variants of Dragapult EX.
Yeah, that's correct. So it looks like Tyler's playing Enzoroark. It is a to me, it seems like a standard deck list, but I haven't played much of Enzoroark. For our players, we have either straight Pult or we have Pultzard that we're going to be showcasing and playing. And neither side has the other side's deck lists or access to it, though I do know that one of our players lovingly just gave the deck list to Tyler, maybe to help him out a little bit. But I think overall, there is going to be a few tricks up everyone's sleeves during these games.
Right. And Joe is actually bouncing between the 2 different variants that we're running. Yes,
and Jake, what do you think's going to happen here? We got Enzoroark versus Dragapult.
So historically, I believe that Enzoroark is a little favored into some Polt variants, but unfavored into others. Um, I don't think it's going to be a sweep on either side. I think we're going to see more than 4 games. I think we're going to see 5 or 6. I do think we'll come out on top, but we will see.
I mean, we are required to say that, right? As members of Team BG, we're
100%.
going to come out on top here. We're going to beat you, Tyler. It's called the slaughter of Tyler Price. So
Right.
I hope you're ready to get absolutely slaughtered. And I can't wait for people to clip this when when we do slaughter him, or if we lose entirely.
Right.
And then I think I'm getting fired. So
Which I did forget to go over the grand prize here.
oh yes.
And that is whoever wins, the losers must then go on X and tweet that they are the GOAT of the TCG.
That's true.
Big stakes here.
A lot of big stakes here. I know. Yeah.
But in all honesty, this is a friendly exhibition match. Tyler is somebody that we've met in Ohio and kept in touch with him. And he's a pretty good player, and we want to see how he fares against us. And if people like this, then there will be more in the future.
I hope so.
TBG challenges.
Nice. So I don't know Tyler really personally. So, is there anything else you can tell me about Tyler, since I've never met him? I've never even really heard of him, but it looks like he decided to challenge us. So do you have any rundown, any more of him?
Well, the first time I faced him, he was fairly new at the game, and I was running a funny Iron Thorns deck with Dangerous Laser, and I actually won my game by getting him to flip tails on Confusion.
That's pretty funny.
So we had a really funny first match, and we've kind of faced each other every time I go over there. We always get paired up.
Good. So you've had some hopefully exciting games against him.
Yeah, he's been growing very fast at the game.
That's good. That's good. So hopefully we have some pretty cool matches out of him. Now on our hand, we have Team BG. Let's go. We have three teammates, and I know Jake's giving them a lot of credit, saying that they're the best on our team. They might be, because all 3 of them have had our most recent day 2 placements. So we're going to start with who we're going to be seeing first, which is Joe Maressa. So Joe Maressa, he has currently 263 championship points. He actually started playing as a junior way back when he was just a little lad. And now, after a very long, over a decade long break, he has come back. He joined our team, and then he went to his first Masters regional, or maybe second now as a master, but I know it had been at least a year since the last regional he had been to.
He counts it as his first serious competitive one.
His first serious competitive Masters regional was in Atlanta just last month, and he got 133rd with Dragapult Pidgeot. So, so Joe's a great player. He actually went from I believe it was a 2-1 start to the day and swung up into a 6-2-1. So he really fought through it. Joe has a great story already building for him, and we're very excited to showcase all of his abilities right now. Our second player will be Nathaniel Edelman, who has 444 CP currently. He has actually been quite on a roll. He day 2'd for the first time in Atlanta and got 167th with the Tankopagos build. I believe it was his own. It was his own build that he had been working on his own throughout the whole time. But of course, he was bouncing ideas off of us. But really surprised. I mean, honestly, I was a little surprised that he did so well with that deck. But he killed it, and then he ran it back in Milwaukee with Slowpoke and got 49th place. So, 2 in a row. Nate killed it. Also super excited to see what he's going to bring to the table. And then we got Nicole Crothamel, who is our last in the lineup. Nicole is our top player right now with 540 championship points. She got her first day 2 in Vancouver just a few months ago with Snorlax Stall, landing at a clean 128th, and then went to Atlanta, day 2 there as well, with the near 58 cards, I believe, as Joe did on Polt Pidgeot, and she got only 3 places under Joe at 136. So all 3 of them great players. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see these games. Honestly.
Nicole wanted me to correct you. She is at
Sorry.
580 points.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nicole. Maybe you should update the scoreboard on our team Discord server.
Usually I'm the one that updates that, and I slack.
I did not see her update the numbers, but maybe I scrolled past it. I apologize, Nicole. It's 580. Just so you guys know, she's almost at 600. She is in contention to get to Worlds, hopefully with one more placement. So we're rooting for her, of course, and hopefully you guys can see how skillful she is. She's last in the lineup, but it's not last but not least.
Okay.
All right. And then before we roll into the games, just wanted to shout out to FCBC Armor. We got some of the best sleeves in the game here. They are at pretty much the same price as any other sleeves you're going to find, any other top brand sleeves. They come in gorgeous colors. They also come in just really durable builds. The box is neat too. It shows you the color in the little shield. You should definitely buy a box. The FCBC Armor is run by Brian, who is a guy out of Ohio. This isn't big corporate sleeve here. This is a local dude who is trying to make the best sleeves in the game. We really recommend them. Not only is Team BG sponsored by him, but Tyler Price as well. So this is a same sponsored exhibition match going on here. But please, you should go buy FCBC Armor. Best sleeves in the game, definitely. They also are producing binders now too.
And top loaders.
And top loaders, sorry. I don't have the top loaders, so.
All right.
And are we?
If that is everything, I think
that's everything. That's all the
start.
housekeeping we've got. I think we're ready to roll into these games.
I already have Joe's feed pulled up. We're going to be watching our own teammates' feeds instead of Tyler's. That way there's no weird things going on. It looks like he is sending the challenge.
All right, here we go.
So as you can see by the deck name, the first deck that Joe's running is a straight Polt variant. No Dusk Noir, no anything, just Dragapult.
Just good old Dragapult.
We're going to see how this fares. I believe this is one of the variants that are usually a little unfavored in this matchup.
I think so. Once Enzorug really gets going, then it does have bench sniping abilities. So if it can catch up and get moving, then I think it really does start to take down all of the Dreepies and Badoos before it can really get going.
Yeah, and that's the goal that it wants to do. It wants to take everything out, the draw engines and everything, before it can really get online.
Yeah, and I mean, straight Polt is also known as slow Polt. So
that's true.
This might be the deck that's slightly unfavored into Enzorug, but I believe in Joe. Looks like we got the 7 cards.
Yep.
And Joe's going to start with Monkey
Joe's
Dory.
feed is a little laggy, but we can still see what's happening.
Yeah. Hopefully that's going to be okay.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like Joe's going second, which is really good with that hand because he's already got Dreepy in hand. He's got Brock scouting to potentially get 2 other Dreepies, or a Dreepy and a Badoo, more likely. The rescue board to retreat the monkey into the Badoo so that he can attach the energy to the Dreepy. So this is a really good opening hand.
Oh yeah,
and we
just see Tyler start with Secret Box right off the rip, discarding Jack and Ends Castle and a energy, getting it right into the discard.
All
and we'll see
TBG Nicole said Joe is on a 2013 laptop from middle school.
That I would believe that entirely, actually.
Oh no, and Chief Banana says can't judge him. My computer hasn't turned on in a week.
Looks like Tyler is now using Nest Ball to grab a Enstar Maka, attaching
And
Power
the
Glass to the Enzora, and then laying down End's Castle. So all of End's Pokemon now get free retreat.
I do think the End's Castle placement is a little premature. I don't think he's retreating right now, and that could just be bumped, and he has a 2-card hand.
That makes sense. I do think he might be relying on the fact that a lot of Dragapults have gone to a very thin stadium line as well.
That's true. I also don't really like the preemptive attach on the Darumaka. That can be punished.
That's true as well.
So
Looks like Joe has started with benching Dreepy and now using Brock Scouting. What do you think he's going to pick?
Like I said before, I think he's going to grab a Badoo and a Dreepy because he has the rescue board to retreat into the Badoo. He has an Iono for next turn. No point grabbing Genesect because the A-Spec was already used. And this will let him attach an energy to a Dreepy for the turn as well.
That's true. It's very true. It looks like that is what Joe is eyeing up. He's looking at the Badoo. He's looking at the Dreepy. He's checking, just double checking to make sure that this is the correct decision. He's also prize checking. It looks like seeing his resources that he has for the game. Making sure he has that A-Spec. He benches down the Dreepy. He's checking his hand before putting down the Badoo, but attaching the fire energy to a Dreepy, attaching a rescue board to Monkey Dory, considering using the Nest Ball.
I don't hate the Nest Ball here. It's always useful to get probably a 3rd Dreepy because you want to get as many cloaks as possible. If Tyler has a really good hand next turn, then only having 2 Dreepy would be really, really scary.
That's true.
Because they could both be sniped.
Exactly.
So getting a 3rd here kind of ensures that Joe might be able to play next turn if Tyler has a really good hand.
Yeah, I agree entirely. I think that the Nest Ball for a 3rd Dreepy is definitely a good choice. And if Tyler actually has a hand that does not start moving, then Joe's in a good place to have 3 recon directives. He retreats the Monkey Dory and Itchy Pollens with the Badoo, which actually does 20 damage because of the weakness on the Enzora.
That's true.
Jumping.
The grass weakness.
Oh,
so it looks like we had the Darmanitan and the Zoroark off the rip.
It's crazy. And here's the Iono. Wow.
Okay, so that shows why he went down to a 2-card hand. He kind of had a good amount, but Joe got a good 6 off the Iono.
Oh yeah, that Pokemon League headquarters. Though it won't help too much, it's going to bump the stadium and get rid of that free retreat. I'm getting a Dracloak off the rip as well as the luxurious cape to give that extra boost to the Dracloak, or even maybe maybe even the Badoo.
I think 100% he'll cape a cloak, try to save it from another snipe here. I have to imagine he's just going to throw down Prof and try to dig for another Badoo and potentially Unfair Stamp, Fez.
Probably
anything to get the deck a rolling.
It looks like Joe has put in Monkey Dory to the active, is evolving one of the Dreepies into Dracloak.
Now he drew a Jacques here, but I think he's still going to go for the Prof.
I think honestly Recon Directive first might be for the best to see his options before he chooses which supporter.
The reason I like Prof is because right now you don't need 2 evolutions. You need other cards. You need Badoo. You need Stamp, Fez, something.
That's true. That's also true. A Pheasantipity would go really well here. Even. Looks like Joe is using the Professor's Research.
And Jamming Tower is really good. Well,
Jamming
it's good after he retreats the monkey.
Glass. Yes.
Looks like second Badoo is prized if he runs 2 Badoo. Does he run 2 Badoo?
Yes, he does. And it looks like off of the recon directive, Joe is going to pick. Well, it looks like he's considering, but it looks like he's picking the psychic energy.
I
Got
think he knows that he
a
has to like
second
start
droopy.
attacking.
Yes, he does need to start attacking here. Sooner rather than later as well. Using the Ultra Ball, and to get another Dracloak, I would think. Considering putting down the Pheasantipity as well.
I don't mind the Pheasantipity here because getting Stamp right now while he only has one Zoroark would be really good.
That is
But it
true.
doesn't appear that that's happening.
It looks
But
like
it does
Joe's
look
gonna
like we got Badoo.
got another Badoo. Retreating into the Badoo. Just checking his discard. Considering the Ultra Ball.
I don't hate it now, maybe to try to dig for it. But you'd almost it becomes a question of what you want to keep at that point.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get Pult next turn, but also Stamp would be good.
Well, it looks like he's going to try to dig for the Stamp by grabbing another Dracloak, using the recon directive, and there's the Stamp.
There's the Stamp. Does he grab it?
Oh, of course. You have to grab it. And Zoroark has the trait
but
ability.
Does he save it for when he can attack?
Mm.
That's the question.
I think well, I guess he's using the Stamp. Slowing the Tyler down is, I think, a very good idea, especially since Zoroark has the trait ability. So with a discard, you get 2 more cards. So that only adds 2 extra cards to Tyler's hand, which would ideally only give him 4 cards if you are in Joe's position.
And that's why I like Stamp right now, because there's only 1 Zoroark up. If there were 3 up, that wouldn't be a very effective Stamp.
No, not at all. Joe's thinking. I don't know if he's considering.
I think he's debating on if he plays Tower now or not.
I think ideally he might have wanted the counter catcher additionally, and then he would have slammed down jamming Tower. But at this point,
I think that's
probably
kind of what he's
not.
For.
Yeah, probably not very useful. He's going to use the trait ability, getting rid of Pheasantipity.
Getting rid of Fez.
Playing down another Ends Darumaka.
Okay. How much health does Darumaka have? 80. Okay. So that's pretty safe from a Dragapult attack. Unless
yeah.
There's no damage counters on his side, so Monkey can't move anything. It looks like Tyler drew nothing.
Wow.
And that shows the power of Unfair Stamp.
Yeah, Unfair Stamp, just such a good card in this deck. Looks like Joe's going to immediately go into Recon Directive. And there's that counter catcher we were talking about, but does he just grab the experience share instead in case there's a revenge kill?
So he doesn't want to damage his Zoroark too much without knocking it, right?
That's true.
Because then it could copy Reshiram's attack on the bench. So the counter catcher makes sense to maybe try to start taking out some of these other threats.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Joe is thinking about grabbing this Night Stretcher so that he can get energy into hand, use the Jack, and start swinging with Pult. But is that what he chooses? Yes, it is what he chooses.
I think that's correct, because you don't really want to Iono. You know your opponent has nothing.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to give him fresh cards if he just passed at this point. Now we got a third Recon Directive. Double Boss's Orders. Pretty easy choice there. Looks like Joe's going to evolve into the Dragapult, use the Night Stretcher, and grab a Psychic Energy. Attaching it to the Dragapult, and he's just going to start swinging. He is... I feel like Joe is in just a good spot right now.
What do you want to
He's
get rid of?
he's I
Probably
think
that.
the I think the Darmanitan, it's the one that bench snipes and causes the most issues.
He has to be careful how many or how much damage he puts on there, but I think he put just enough.
I think he did. Dragapult with the Phantom Dive hits for 200, and so putting 80 damage counters onto the ends Zoroark
Mhm.
will get him right there for another Phantom Dive. Is Tyler able to respond at this point?
It really depends on what that top deck plus trade is going to give him. If it doesn't give him anything, then Joe is in a super dominating position to boss the Zoroark if Tyler retreats it, and then also take out a Zorua and
Hmm.
get back on even prize trade. There'd only be 2 prizes left.
Looks like,
And Tyler's digging.
wow,
He's discarding
he's
stuff he probably wouldn't want to
interesting.
discard.
And he even used Buddy Buddy Poff in there and decided to not take any cards out of the deck.
And there goes Defiance.
He is still ahead on
Okay,
prize
so
cards,
he
but
did prevent a 3 prize turn.
he did.
And he has his draw engine on board. But does that get him anywhere?
Well, I mean, at this point, he doesn't really have any attackers, is the problem. Um, you can't Night Joker another head Zoroark. So if he doesn't get it online, he's going to be doing a flare for 50 without a Darmanitan.
Mm-hmm.
Or he will need to find the Reshiram.
I think he would more likely retreat it into one of the other Zoroarks. Because this one's ready to just be KO'd.
Oh, of course.
So I don't even think he would do flare. I think he would retreat and say, "Do you have boss?"
To which we know the answer to that, but
There's the
Tyler
Reshiram,
doesn't.
so he can get some damage down.
Now he can get some damage on the board.
I believe that's
I think it's
what is it?
one.
170 plus.
I think it is.
So that would be 250 damage.
That's pretty good. That's a good chunk of damage, and if you have a if Tyler ends up finding the ends Darmanitan, then we're in a very good spot.
So he did opt for the damage. And just saying, you know what, you can knock this out, whatever. Let's see what happens.
Tyler is ahead on the prize cards and is only foreseeing a 2. Well, it could be a 3 prize. It would be a 3 prize KO if Monkey gets the luminous energy on him.
It looks like Joe picked Genesect over boss, and I'm assuming that's for hand disruption. He wants to keep a boss in the deck. He doesn't want them both in his hand.
Oh, definitely. Having 2 boss is just, frankly, very useless at this point.
Joe has bought a turn so he can start powering up another Dracloak. And unless Tyler's hand is good, I mean, he only has 2 cards, and the Pheasantipity has been discarded.
Yes, the
So he
Pheasantipity
might be
did
in a
get
tight
discarded.
spot.
Yeah, there's no energy on the board at all. So I think we're just in a. I think Tyler might. Frankly, I think he might be cooked.
It all depends on what that hand is. Maybe he
And
has. Does
I
he
mean,
run
he has
Prof?
3 trades to get him extra cards.
Where's my Discord?
Now he's
He
doing the
does run
Phantom
Prof.
Dive.
He might be able to find more cards.
That's true. With one professor's research in deck.
If he finds some ends PP ups, he can power up another Zoroark.
There's also Janine's Secret Art.
I forgot that he does that run. He runs Janine's Secret Art to attach Dark from the deck.
Yeah, so if he finds that and ends PP up, I think we might be actually doing really well.
So there is a problem with Tyler's approach here. If he does
And
not
what is
KO
that?
this Pult, then if he doesn't KO this Pult or evolve Darmanitan, Monkey is going to be able to move damage to the Darmanitan for a Phantom Dive to knock it out.
Oh yeah.
So he needs to evolve this or KO the Pult, or ideally both.
And is Tyler going to be able to reach that? He's going for an Iono,
He
so we're
got
not
the
getting that
Iono.
Janine. So we have to get an ends PP up here. And that gave the luminous energy right to Joe.
I think discarding the Pheasantipity, like, so it's scary to play Pheasantipity against Dragapult because of the 210 health.
Mhm.
But I think when you're going to get hand disrupted, maybe hold on to it, because right now it seems like he's struggling a little bit.
I agree. I, he just is not getting the draws that he needs, and if he pulled one of the night stretchers, I mean, now is the time to use it to get the Pheasantipity, so he could get a little bit more draw support. But I don't know if Tyler really got it.
The hesitation suggests to me that he does not have anything.
I don't think he does. I just think that this game might be over for Tyler. He's just not able to keep up. Once Dragapult started moving, and once this Pult started Phantom diving,
Mm-hmm.
it has been he's now struggling to maintain momentum.
Yep.
He's
So
just
it looks like he's
passing.
just stalling.
We got Joe's turn now.
I think Joe would probably like to see. I don't even know. I was gonna say he'd like to see a boss because he doesn't want to damage the Zoroark, but at the same time, he's already powering up this other cloak. I don't know if it's a big deal to just damage a Zoroark and say, "Hey, if you have the energy, go ahead and knock out this Pult because I'm just gonna have another one."
Oh yeah. And I like Joe's move here. There's the boss. He has the boss. He has the luminous energy. Double boss. But he's still short. He's just short by a little bit here. Because there's 70 on the back.
That's
Zoroark.
a tough grab. We have Lil Nikki in chat. I'm gonna guess that's the Nikki that I know that also knows Tyler.
Hello, other Nikki. Grabbing the second boss to hopefully disrupt the rest of this the sports state.
Nicole also reminded us, hey, Joe has Monkey to be able to do this.
I did say the monkey can do that, but he can't take a 3 prize turn.
No, but I think he doesn't even care. He's so far ahead now.
Oh yeah, now he's so far ahead.
It's almost no big deal.
No, I think at this point you just scoop when you're Tyler.
Depends on how late he wants to stay up. Yeah, with one prize left, an almost powered up cloak on the bench, there's not much hope for Tyler here.
I really think that unless Tyler somehow found ends PP up and another energy, there's not really. Or how many energy does that attach? Is it 2 or is it 1?
It's just 1.
Yeah.
And I think it even has to be to the bench, which wouldn't be a problem right now.
We got free retreat. Oh,
there's a Blood Moon.
Well, there's a Blood Moon. Okay.
Now we can
Blood
say
Moon, Iono.
So yeah, Blood Moon Iono could make things a little awkward, but we do have Fez and 2 cloaks, so I don't know exactly how awkward that would get.
Yeah. Though the Iono would send one of the bosses down into the bottom of the deck as well.
And that might be, how many boss does he run? Because we've seen him use what,
Joe?
1 or 2?
I think Joe has used 1 boss at this point, but my memory might be mistaking me. And he does run 3 on the list.
Okay, well, there's a Brock, so that actually is game?
I think that's game at this point. As long as
Joe gets an energy.
Yeah, we just need 1 energy for Joe.
Actually, not even. So he could bench Halucha, put 10 damage on the Darumaka, boss it up, and then jet headbutt.
Oh, that's true, actually.
So he has game.
Yeah, he just has game. Looks like
Tyler's saying, you know what? I am taking down and getting more prizes at the very least. I am
He's
going to
trying
go
his
down to
best
one
here.
prize too.
Well, at least he's going
Which,
down.
that's a valiant
Yeah.
effort. Now, does Joe realize he has game in hand?
Well, I guess we'll see. He promotes Monkey Dory. Looks like Joe is.
He does not.
He doesn't. Okay.
Okay, wait. I just grabbed Bloodmoon. Never mind.
Yeah, this is
All right,
that's
so
game.
we're still gonna have to yell at him because he should have done the much cooler play of Halucha.
I mean, Blood Moon boss for game is usually a pretty effective
But how much
way
cooler
to
would it be
to win.
to Halucha
I
and then
know.
boss and Jet Headbutt?
Either way, boss is involved. I think either play was fine in the end. But it looks like Joe takes game 1 out of 7 against Tyler Price.
All right. I'm
All right.
going to put up our loading screen while we get Nathaniel's feed
Yes,
in here.
we're gonna get
for game
Nathaniel
2.
in here.
Let me
Game
send
2.
the link to him.
Very exciting.
Nathaniel, where are you?
It was a good game 1. We had
we saw
Tyler
both
in the
players.
lead. Tyler was in the lead until once Joe got that Polt online, he just started killing him, honestly. The Phantom Dive is so hard to beat. Makes me wonder, I mean, is straight Polt actually just is it even unfavored into Enzora, or is Joe just that good?
I think it's a mixture of both. I mean, we saw that it did come down slightly to Tyler not getting anything from his draws, but that's what Polt does best. It says, hey, here's a small hand, have fun.
But even still, Enzora does have the trade ability to replenish that hand.
That's true. And I think that's something that Tyler needs to consider in the future games is that maybe we should set up more Zoroarks before we take a prize, before we let that stamp hit.
Mm-hmm.
I have to readjust Nathaniel's thing here because it is not the correct size.
Oh. Well, Nathaniel already is challenging. Good old Tyler. I guess Nathaniel wants to go to bed as soon as possible.
All right, there I got it centered.
Here we go.
All right, we're going straight
game 2.
into game 2.
Game 2. We got Nathaniel Edelman versus Tyler Price. Now, Nathaniel is also playing Street Polt. Nathaniel's actually playing his exact 60 that he day 2'd with at Milwaukee.
And that is also the same 60 that Joe just played.
Yes, and we saw what happened.
This is a deck that they have worked on together for months.
Yes, and if you want to hear more about this deck, you should definitely listen to was it episode 8 of the Attach and Pass podcast?
I believe so. That's the Milwaukee one.
That is the one where Joe actually explains the breakdown of this deck. But it looks like Nathaniel starts with Badu, and Tyler is opting to go first again, or maybe they're forcing him to go first. And with the Ends Reshiram at the active spot, using a Nest Ball, what is Tyler going to grab here?
Looking at Nathaniel's hand, I'm gonna guess that we're gonna be Arvening for a Putty. But that
I really think
is
so.
a little scary, only getting 2 Dreepy down. And I mean, if Tyler would have an insane hand, that could be bad. But it's not looking.
No, it looks like Tyler.
No Darmanitan.
Nest Ball for Enzora and Attach and Pass. There's no Darmanitan set up. This is buying Nate a turn, grabbing the Buddy Poff and then the Luxurious Cape.
And he even found the Genesect if he wants to block that secret box.
Oh, and I think that would be a fantastic move, honestly.
With no Darmanitan down, I wouldn't grab Cape here. I would grab Rescue Board to put on the Genesect. We don't need Cape. We're not our stuff's not getting bench night next turn.
And it looks like Nate's committing to the Cape, but is double checking all the prizes right now.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe wants to use the Cape to stop from that double knockout as quick as possible, just in case he's unable to get this moving. But it looks like he just opts to attach Cape to Dreepy and Itchy Pollen. Not playing down the Genesect, maybe trying to take advantage of it next turn.
That, or I do recall him saying he's not super scared of Secret Box, but I still wouldn't have hated to see the Genesect come down with a rescue board.
Looks
It
like
gives you a free
Tyler.
pivot, you know?
It does. And, I think the Secret Box might have been the better play at this point, given that you can see Tyler's board is so immensely weak. Getting him down to just to not even getting any options would have been, in my opinion, very, very
So
good
it doesn't look
for
like
Nathaniel.
Tyler had a way to retreat that Reshiram, but even if he did, I think that would have been kind of a huge mistake. It's because it looks like a good idea. Neither of the Dreepies have energy. You've seen this deck before. It likely doesn't run Candy. You knock out the Badoo. It seems like a great play, but the problem is unfair stamp. You would get
Yes.
stamped and only have a singular Zoroark. So it would have been a really bad play if he would have went for it.
Looks like Nate is just opting to Itchy Pollen.
It also looks like he is struggling a little bit to find some energy.
Yeah,
So
looks
it's
like
probably good that Tyler's breaking a little bit for him.
yeah, there's an energy deficiency going on Nathaniel's end, and then for Tyler, a board setup deficiency.
So Joe just pointed out Genesect is wrong because Nate is item locking.
Oh, that's fair. Actually,
it already locks the Secret Box.
Well, there you go. See, why are we casting? So
that just shows how much
them as the casters.
That just shows how much Joe and Nate know this deck.
Oh, definitely. And they were even discussing it before this match. Before we were getting to the best of 7.
We've seen Nicole with this deck, but with Pidgeot, and pull off insane combo plays with that. This deck is just so powerful.
The deck is powerful. The deck is terrifying, and they've put so much work into it that they know the lines perfectly. In fact, I'm sure Tyler's starting to regret his decision in challenging our team at this point. Putting down 2 Darumaka and then a Zora at this point and passing again. We have Nathaniel recon directing, seeing what the options are. But again, we have this energy deficiency going on.
I think that's why he's thinning right now before he does the other recon. He's desperately searching for energy at this point. I feel like he's not going to be using that prof at the moment.
No, I do not. The hand has so many good resources in it.
Finally, we find. I said that really weird. That was an accent and a half. What was that?
Who was that?
I have no clue. But we did find an energy finally.
And it looks like, we have an energy attached to a Dragapult, Itchy Pollen again. This is a slow game, but it is steadily building.
But I think it also shows that Tyler did learn. He's not going super aggressive, not till his board is set up.
Yes, and that was definitely like the learning point, I think, of his game with Joe. That when he was setting up super aggressively, but not prioritizing his board setup, his energy allocation, Joe punished him very hard for that. Here comes the Ends Castle coming down, giving.
So we might be seeing an attack finally.
There's a boss.
Okay.
Bringing up.
It looks like he just wants to damage that thing.
I I don't blame him because Dragapult needs to attack twice to get any sort of damage and knockout on the end Zoroark at this time.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't really like hate this play. However, Nathaniel is set up really well right now, so it's gonna start looking dire if he keeps if he's still able to keep using these recon directives.
Oh,
We don't have the
100%.
Darmanitan snipe being super effective anymore. So
And hitting with the Reshiram is doing some damage. I mean, both of these decks right now can only knock out their big hitters
mhm.
uh, with 2 hits. Not there's no one-shotting here at this point. And neither of them have played down Fez even for an easy 2 prizes.
And now we're seeing the Genesect with the rescue board. Or that's
Or
just going
on
on
the
the monkey.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hey, Nate's the expert. Nate got 49 with this list. I trust whatever Nate's
That's
cooking
so
right now.
true. I'm not
But
gonna
putting
pretend that I know better.
oh yeah, and putting down the league headquarters just to block this retreat that Tyler has been able to take advantage of, I think is also very good because it is just gonna it will cost Tyler to retreat this and Zoroark.
Hmm. Looks like
And
he is just setting up damage everywhere. He's saying, you know what, you can knock out this Paul. It's not gonna look good for you soon.
I agree entirely. The only problem is that, I mean, a Jet Headbutt won't kill that Zoroark.
Hmm.
We still need
But
2 more energy.
I
Looks like
almost
Tyler
think
is
he
thinking.
might even, if he attacks with the Zoroark, I wonder if there's a world where Nate pushes Badoo and just stamps item locks that does 20 damage to the Zoroark and sets it up for 60 damage counters from another Phantom Dive. The
I mean, I
downside
think
of that
that's
is League HQ is in play.
I think that's more than a possibility that that Nathaniel can
Oh, never
take
mind.
advantage of. Oh, here's the Ends Castle.
That is now a play that is open to him.
I mean, the list does have 3 Ends Castle in Tyler's deck, so it in which Nathaniel's deck only has 2 stadiums, so the
Hmm.
likelihood of the stadiums being bumped out throughout the game by Tyler is massive. Here comes the Power Glass onto the benched and Zoroark.
I'm
We have
interested to
Tyler
see where
thinking.
Nate's turn takes him.
We have Nest Ball for Tyler searching out. We just discarded the Fez for trade, so maybe he's gonna grab his own Monkey Door. He does. And use Professor's research. Okay.
Okay.
Did get rid of one of his 2 Night Stretchers and his second Ends PP up.
Yeah. He's gonna have to be careful while discarding those resources. Like he just profed for a 7 fresh cards, but he's about to get stamped. So
Oh,
is that
yeah.
prof really worth it?
Well, I think he's going to find out. It probably was not. But we are still in the position where we don't have the energy to Phantom Dive again.
That's why I
This is a
think
Jet
this is a.
Headbutt turn.
I
You
feel
have
like
to
this is a
stamp.
stamp Itchy Pollen turn, not Jet Headbutt.
And that would make sense, especially if bossing up probably the Reshiram and hoping for the maybe the jamming tower at this point. Daniel grabbing nothing off of the Buddy Poffin, does not need it.
So it looks like he's valuing just having Pulse up. He says, you know what? I don't want you bench sniping my cloaks. They're evolved.
And I think that's the best way right now. The board is set up for the most part. Nathaniel still has access to plenty of supporters to draw into the deck. We don't we the recon directives are of course always nice to have, but I
Mhm.
think he doesn't really see the need to prioritize them right now. Nathaniel
Okay.
benching down the Halucha.
Okay, so I see what he's doing. He's setting up
Mhm.
the other Zoroark for a jet headbutt in case he whiffs energy.
Yes.
It,
Well, there's
he
all the
did not
energy.
whiff the energy.
He did not with the energy. There it all is. And it looks like Nathaniel's just going to itchy pollen.
Now, the downside of evolving that other cloak, though, is his draw engine is kind of
It's
gone.
dead right now.
But I don't know if he cares.
I don't think he needs it at this point. He has everything he needs for the Phantom Dive, and he's set up this board, I think, very well, so that he can just start sweeping in and taking prizes. Now, Tyler did just attach a dark energy
Mhm.
to the Monkey Dory, so Adrena Brain is online. You have Enzorark, who discarded a reversal energy for 2 more cards. Were those cards useful? That's the next question.
So it's likely that Tyler's probably gonna be taking out the Badoo with Monkey.
And then forcing Nathaniel to pick
To move
who is,
something up, yeah.
yes, on who is going to be kind of feeling this next attack. Who is Nathaniel going to promote?
The
Oh,
Halucha. I mean, it makes
Halucha.
sense.
Yeah.
It's gonna die regardless, and nothing else would with the bench snipe. But he'll definitely have to like watch. Tyler's gonna be down to 2 prizes left.
Oh,
And like
yeah.
I
And
said, Nate does not have much of a draw engine going.
we do not have a draw engine happening. We do not have not one prize taken yet.
But Nate is definitely setting up
Oh, using Professor Turo's scenario even
Turo. We're
to get
using
rid
Turo.
of that little
So
Darumaka.
he wants to try to prevent a 3 prize turn, but I don't know if Nate really cares.
I think Nate's not very concerned with that though. The Defiance Band attached to the Darmanitan um, shows that the Tyler is prepping. He's prepping for the
Which
Darmanitan to swing.
I don't think I think you save the Defiance Band as something that you can trade away because it's never gonna come in handy.
That's
We're
also
we're
very
ahead by
true.
4 prizes. Defiance Band's not
But
coming
I
in.
think at this point,
Now
I don't
see
think Tyler
here,
wants it to be Ionoed in.
so Tyler messed up really bad there in my opinion. He put damage on the board for Monkey to move. Now
Yes.
if Nate would get Luminous here, which he didn't, but if he did, he could move 30 to the Zoroark and then just Jet Headbutt and knock it out.
Oh yeah. Now we still don't have Adrena Brain online for Nate, but Phantom Dive is going to at least take this knockout on this Zoroark. But we still have the one who is in the back with 1
Yeah.
energy on him.
It's gonna get a little sketchy.
He's laying all of this damage on the end Zoroark on the bench, and this last 10 is going to go on the Darumaka, knocking out the active Zoroark. Finally getting 2 prizes.
Finally taking some prizes. There's an Iono that's going to be super useful for next turn.
Yes. Now there's damage on the board, and this allows Monkey to
However,
to kind of play
so
a
if
little
Tyler has Boss and Energy,
That's really it because
Okay, so
Monkey's
he didn't
dead.
do what I was gonna say. If he would have had boss and energy, he could have moved 30 to the Genesect, boss it, and then take out both that and the Monkey Dory for game. But it looks like he
Well,
just had boss to do this anyway. So it does look like Tyler's taking game
he's
2.
taking game 2. Look at that.
I
Well,
think those early turns where he couldn't get any energy really took their toll.
yes, I agree. I think that Nate being unable to find the energy, being unable to
I
um,
gotta get
really find the recon directives. He really had a strong setup on board with the recon directives, but he could not just find any of the energy. He couldn't set up, and then he was behind one turn when because of all of this, that he had to itchy pollen mid game, and I think just the lack of energy coming forward really screwed Nathaniel in the end. But it looks like right now Tyler's taken one game, so it
Yep.
is 1-1. Tyler versus Team BG.
All right.
All right.
And maybe if we can rotate back around to him, Nathaniel will have his chance to get his revenge.
Well,
So it looks like
I think that's
Nathaniel
a
did say he
possibility.
misclicked and he wanted board on Jenny.
Oh, okay.
Which, did we ever see Secret Box? I don't actually think it mattered.
I don't think we did see Secret Box. Secret Box might have been prized.
I'm just getting Nicole set up here.
Of course. We have Nicole up next. Now Nicole is playing something completely different. Playing Poltzard against Tyler.
All right. So we are going to see a completely different variant coming in and seeing how that fares against the End Zoroark. Nicole's running the Charizard EX, which will enable her to have those big hits at the end. You don't quite have to set up as much math if you don't want to. It has a lot more lines into it. I think it's a little more favored into End Zoroark than Straight Pull.
I think so as well. I think it has a few more outs, has a few more kind of strategies and workarounds to Zoroark. I think it's a little more quick. If you can get a Charizard out turn 2, then I think really you just start controlling the board entirely. You can see Nicole has a million friends. So
she's just waiting for Live to let her challenge. Okay, looks like she's sending it. I need to recenter her feed.
Here we go. Nicole Crothermel versus Tyler Price in the third game of our best of 7.
All right.
It looks like Nicole got to choose the
good.
coin flip. Nicole is choosing to go second. This is the third game in a row. Or second is chosen.
I honestly don't think Tyler even minds.
No, I think Tyler wants to go first.
Look at his list. I'm pretty sure his list wants to go first.
Oh, definitely. And Nicole starts with a Dreepy.
Tyler does run a one of Badoo, so if he had to go second, I don't think he would mind.
Not at all. Especially if he gets an End Castle down and just go right into it. Nicole being
already
a good
we
sport.
have people cheering for Nicole in chat.
That's great. That's great. We got Tyler starting with an End Zoroark. 2 of them actually, Zorua maybe even, and a Darumaka as well. Using Nest Ball, what do you think that Tyler is going to grab here?
He's been favoring 2 Darmanitans. So I would have to imagine that. But looking at Nicole's hand, I am not sure where she's going with that. That is
Looks like a third
unfortunate.
Zoroark. And we got an attach to the active Zorua, and here is
Oh,
Nicole's turn
okay.
with the top deck of the
Top
Arvin. Let's
deck,
go.
Arvin.
Let's go.
We actually get a game. Let's go.
Woo, we got a game. We got Buddy Buddy Poffin and Rescue Board off of the Arvin. Nicole's checking her prizes.
As we can see, this is a much different list. We have the Rabska, the Charizard, Chi-Yu.
Chi-Yu is in the list.
I believe she also runs a TM Evo, but it might be prize.
Yes, she does run a TM Evo. Looks like it's prize. So it looks like she might be deciding to grab.
Which
I
is a
think
little unfortunate. I'm sure
Badoo.
she would have loved to TM Evo the Rabska.
Oh, I think that would have been the ideal play. Looks like Nicole is deciding to grab the Badoo and the
Looks like
Roller.
she's getting a little risky.
Deciding
having
not
only one
to-
Dreepy down seems really scary. Although,
well, she can get another Dreepy with Ultra Ball if she'd like to.
that's true, and we already have the cloak in hand.
Really
'Cause I'm
checking all of her
sure
options
she
first.
would love to get this Rabska up.
Oh, definitely. The Rabska has just definitely favors this matchup.
And there we are seeing the Ultra Ball.
Discarding the Charizard and the boss to get that second Dreepy.
And now
Putting
we're
down the Dreepy.
obviously going to
Retreating.
be hoping that Tyler doesn't have Zoroark, Darmanitan, Boss all in hand.
Oh, hopefully not. But Nicole does use Itchy Pollen to lock up the item, so hopefully that is enough. We do have the Zoroark out now, and now Tyler is using Iono,
which I
both of
don't
them a
think
fresh
Nicole
6.
minds because she was down to a 2-card hand. Yes, it was Stamp and Cloak, but it was 2 cards.
Oh,
I
and
think
it was
6
not...
cards is always going to be way more preferable. As Joe pointed out in chat, Evo prized sucks.
Yes, it does suck indeed, Joe.
Maybe that's an argument to be running too.
They're having their own little conversation in the emotes right now.
I've watched
Looks
Nicole
like-
play a lot, and she loves playing with the emotes.
She really does. It looks like Tyler is has
It
just
looks
passed.
like he whiffed,
Yeah,
which
he
is
just-
absolutely excellent, I think, for Nicole.
Oh, definitely. She's gonna use that Ultra Ball and just start taking advantage of.
I almost wonder if
this
she
game.
should keep the Brox though to get another evolution.
I do think that would be
Instead of
also a
the
good
Arvin.
idea. But maybe she wants to get
She
another
might also
Buddy
wanna just use the
Poffin.
Iono.
That might be true as well. But she is favoring
Or
that Rabska.
you are right. Another Buddy Poffin could go hard because now we have Rabska protecting the bench.
Yes, and you want to get the Charmander out. You want to get
Oh,
the
okay.
Oh, okay. She's gonna
She's
jet headbutt.
saying, you know what? No, we're getting this thing evolved right now.
And she's gonna start laying into it, seeing that Tyler had whiffed.
Yep.
Just deciding to start, putting damage on the board so that she can get an easy Phantom Dive when she finds that
And
Psychic Energy or Luminous.
yeah, I really like that play. Because if Tyler whiffs another turn, that thing's gone. And because he's not grabbing Monkey, he's not going to be able to take this damage off.
It looks like Tyler is using Pow Pad to shuffle the Iono back in and using Professor's Research to get rid of 2 counter catchers.
And a Turo.
And the Turo.
That bench snipe's not going to be doing much with the Rabska active.
No, not at all. But we do have the Reshiram out. No Monkey Dory to add that additional damage. And it looks like Tyler found Ultra Ball, probably getting another Zoroark to keep getting more to get more
Yeah,
draw in to
because
this
he's
deck.
likely going to do 170 damage here, except that he's losing this Zoroark and just have another one,
Yes.
forcing Nicole to have another attacker, starting to get ready because she has to attach energy to this pult if she wants to knock this thing out.
Oh yeah, and she doesn't even have the Charmander on board at this time. Only one energy on board as well.
Hmm. I
Um,
think she's relying on this Iono to really just give her everything that she needs.
yeah, and as Tyler's turn keeps going, his board gets stronger. He has an attachment
Looks
for
like
the
he finally
Zoroark,
found the energy.
and he can Night Joker.
Night Joker copying that Reshiram attack that I don't know the name of.
Yes, doing a clean 180. Yeah, the
Top
Luminous
deck
off the
Luminous
top.
is quite funny.
Oh man. Now Nicole has a decision here on what to do.
I think it's just attach Iono. Like you got to try to get set up for next turn.
She needs a stronger board here, but she is eyeing up using
She
the
really
boss.
wants
But
to boss it, but I think she realizes that her board is not strong.
double counter catcher. There's another Dreepy, the Monkey Dory in play would help a lot with moving damage around. If she can find another Luminous energy, but it looks like she's holding off on it.
That Iono was less than ideal.
Yeah, it did not provide exactly what she was looking for.
We didn't get too far, but we still have Rabska on the bench protecting the Dreepies, so
That
not
is
much is
true.
going to happen to them.
Now we don't have the Charmander on board to hopefully get a future Infernal Rain moving and getting energy on the board. So if this Dragapult does go down, then Nicole is going to be behind again, behind a turn. It's just
we peppering. Got someone in chat that thinks candying into Pult was way too aggressive, and we're gonna see if that gets punished.
It might as well been a little too aggressive, but Nicole did get an Arven off of the top deck as well as a Luminous Energy, which if this Dragapult does survive, then Monkey Dory with the Luminous Energy on it could start aiding Nicole in cleaning up this board a little bit. Tyler using N's PP up.
With a 6-card hand, I have to imagine he has another energy, right?
I hope so.
Or access to another one.
What Tyler really needs is he can still use the Darmanitan at least to get more energy or more damage on the board. He needs a Ends Castle. That's also something that he really needs to look for.
That's true.
He's got a secret box to get it. There's the secret box.
The good old secret box. So we're likely seeing the Pult knockout here, and then Nicole's going to have to decide where she's going from there. I would have to imagine it's going to be an item lock while she sets up.
She will. Well, Counter Catcher's not even online because it will be a 2-prize knockout, so they'll both be at 4 prizes. So Nicole might just have to take a beating a little bit while she starts setting up. I would think she Arvens for Buddy Poffin to get the Charmander on board. There's the End Castle, of course, off of the secret box.
Do we still have access to Stamp? Yes.
Yes, I think we do still have access to Stamp. I don't think Nicole has used it yet.
Which could put Tyler in an awkward spot, getting stamped and item locked.
Oh, and Tyler's opting for an Iono. So that gives Nicole...
It gives Nicole stamp.
There's the stamp. She's showing it off for everyone to see.
Excitedly clicking.
And she got the Charmander, which she is very excited about as well.
So I think we're definitely likely to see a stamp, item lock. Of course, put the Charmander up.
Of course, while she starts setting up the rest of this board here, she definitely wants this Charizard to start swinging now that Tyler's going to take 2 prizes.
So I think she does have to hope that this stamp gives her something good, right?
Oh, I mean, obviously it has. I mean, I think getting something good is good. She wants the cloak so she can get the recon directives. Um, she wants to get maybe even Pheasantipity off of it. She looks like she's grabbing a Charmander off of the Buddy Poffin here.
Hmm.
Um, but more importantly as well, she really wants to slow Tyler down because now that his board is set up, his board is powered up and online. Even though she has the Rapska, it doesn't really matter because she has no energy on the board. So she's fighting to maintain her energy.
Hmm.
So with this, she's going to attach to the Dreepy. She's checking her prize cards and she's going to lay down the stamp at this point.
It looked like she was also hoping for maybe like a candy pulse, which
and she
we're not
might
gonna
be.
get right now. But like I think that's fine. We got the energy attached at the very least.
She
We could
wants the
use
pheasant
Brox to get
so
Fez.
bad. Yes, she wants it so badly. Here comes the Pheasantipity, and she's going to thin the deck by grabbing another Charmander out of it in case another Iono comes down.
Hmm.
Tyler does run 4 Iono, so it is very likely she flips the script. And
Well, we have Pult and Zard in hand.
yes, but we don't have the rare candy. We don't have any cloaks. Just where are they hiding? Maybe that first Dragapult was a little aggressive. Well, really,
That's the tricky
only
part.
is she calling?
Sometimes going aggressive can seem, and we saw this in game 1 against Joe. Sometimes going aggressive can seem like the right play because it's like, oh, I'm taking so many resources away from my opponent. But when it gets punished, you suddenly realize, oh, maybe that wasn't the correct line.
And I think Nicole's definitely feeling the punishment a little bit here. I mean, it's been what 4 turns now?
At the same time, I feel like she's
3.
daring Tyler. Take another knockout. Give me another Fez draw.
That's true as well because she could very well find that second candy and
She just needs to find
hopefully
Arven or Candy, and she can start swinging.
she can start swinging with Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's thinking pretty hard here.
I think he's considering the knockout because he knows what's going to happen, but he has to. He has to start taking prizes.
He has to get ahead of this board, but he really doesn't want to. He was, I think, hoping to get an energy onto the Monkey Dory, take the knockout of the Badoo, and then get a second swing in and knock something else out. But I think he's kind of stuck where he's going to have to just take the Badoo. Doesn't feel good to do. Has the Power Glass on the Monkey Dory now. Oh, and is retreating into the Monkey Dory and passing.
He did not want to give Nicole that draw.
And I don't blame him honestly, because you could see that Nicole did not evolve into Dracloaks at all. So she has no draw line right now. Pheasantipity can't draw for her. She is at the subject of the top deck at this moment.
However, the downside is every turn you give her, that's another energy attachment. That's another turn where she can draw what she wants.
It's very true.
It's another turn where you're item locked.
She'll just itchy pollen again. Nicole given the confused emote.
I don't think she expected that. She probably expected him to take the knockout.
I think so, but you can see Tyler feels a little in control of the game now.
So I think that's maybe what Tyler wanted, was a darkness for Monkey so that he would be able to knock out the Badoo and then also do damage or knock something else out. Keep the even prize going.
Ooh, Tyler only has 3 cards, or is that 8 left in the deck? It's a thin deck.
8.
That's 8. Okay, I thought it was 3. I was like, oh no. But that's
So
still a very thin deck. So Tyler's getting pretty much anything else he wants. Knocking out the Badoo with the Adrena Brain.
mhm.
Nicole's gonna promote. Looks like the Pheasantipity,
No, I
but
don't like the
it's
Fez there.
it's considering the Rapska. Has the
It depends
Rapska
because
overstayed?
the Zoroark has enough damage on it, right? That it would knock the Fez out. I'm not sure. I can't see the damage counters because I'm not zoomed in. How much damage is
I
on it?
I think it also has AD.
I don't know that attack. What is that attack? Ends Reshiram. Let's see
Nicole
here.
promotes the Pheasantipity, and Tyler is
I should
considering
probably know
what
what
to
these
do
cards
here.
do. It's 20 damage for each damage counter. So it's, yeah, Fez was correct. Okay.
Yes.
And also High Roll also said Fez. So High Roll was also correct.
Tyler's thinking here. What's the play?
Looks
He's his
like
boss.
we have the boss.
Tyler's like, I don't like your pick there. I'm gonna
I
pick
don't
for
like
you.
your pick.
I'm gonna pick for you.
I would have to imagine he might want to target down this Charmander. Yeah.
Yeah, he does
He's-
not want to deal with any sort of infernal rain into burning darkness.
Mhm.
The Charmander is extremely scary for him. And he's just going to bop that Charmander. And now Tyler's down to 2 prize cards. Nicole promotes the Dreepy with the rescue board on it. Gets an Ultra Ball. Now Fez is online again. We do have another Charmander.
But we have access to a lot here. We have Counter Catcher, we have Energies, we have Fez Draw.
There's
Cloak.
finally a Dracloak.
I think Nicole really wants to see that other rare candy right now.
Oh, she definitely wants to see the other rare candy. She's considering who to evolve here. She's going to thin the deck a bit to try to get her chances increased on getting this rare candy. It's in the deck. It's there. Let's see this recon directive. What will it grab her? Another
It got the
Dracloak.
Cloak. So I almost think we attack with Cloak. How much damage? That does Jet Headbutt amount, right?
It should do 70. Yes,
Although
it does
I
70.
don't know if that's really going to do too much. It depends on if Tyler has energy left, right? Because there's no energy on the monkey. So if he can't move damage off the Zoroark, then a Cloak attack would do 70 damage and set it up to be knocked out.
Nicole's going to use the Super Rod, it looks like. Get these Charizards back into the deck and an energy as well. Looks like she's going to try to rely on using Burning Darkness to get her through the rest of the game. She's putting one Charizard back into the discard, considering it. 2 Charizards she seems to be set on.
I just think right now, yeah, she's just heavily considering any options she has right now. I think she knows she's losing a prize regardless.
Yep, and she's going to be stuck with 1 prize card left. So this next turn it's going to be very big for her. Choosing who to bring up, I think the monkey. But the monkey's
it's not an ends Pokemon, so it wouldn't have free retreat.
But the monkey is also going to get the
that's true. The Power Glass would give it the energy.
But I think that's in between the turns for
Battery
the
low.
opponent, not yourself.
Oh, okay. So then the monkey wouldn't be that bad of a move.
I don't think so, unless I'm misremembering what Power Glass does.
I'd have to read it.
Well, I think you put it in our chat by accident.
I did
um,
accidentally put
at
it
the
in our
end of
chat.
your turn, yes. So,
Okay. So yeah,
I
moving the
thi-
monkey wouldn't have been that bad.
no, I think the monkey might have been the correct choice overall. Nicole is putting up the Rapska to okay,
I mean, I don't hate
going
that.
to attack. I don't hate that as well. I think that's actually a pretty clever move, setting up this the Zoroark to get knocked out.
Hmm.
What is Tyler? What's Tyler's plan?
So
To
the problem
attach?
with Nicole's plan here is if Tyler has boss, that's game.
Yes,
He did
but
not have
has
boss.
Iono. He has the Iono instead.
It's interesting for him to Iono himself to 2-card hand.
She got the rare candy and the Brock scouting, but also two of the fire energy in hand. So is this going to be enough for Nicole to start coming back?
Looks like Tyler's going to start moving some damage counters, but that's not going to save the current Zoroark.
No, it is not. Um,
I do think. How many? I wish I could click on his discard pile.
Unfortunately, only Nicole can, but
I know.
she is clicking on it over and over. So
But I'm just trying to think. Okay, good. I saw what I wanted to see. Tyler has used 2 boss. He only runs 2 boss.
yeah,
So
and
he cannot boss something up the KO. So when Nicole swings with like a Pult, Tyler's just gonna have to hit it. He can't boss.
yep, he's just
However,
Nicole's
the Ravska's
promoting the
gone
dream.
now, so
Now the
Bench
Raps
Snipe
is
can
gone.
take the
So
last prize.
yes, and Nicole's going to check the deck to see how many energy is in the deck. I think she's hoping to. It looks like she's going to evolve into the Charizard. Um, that seems to be her goal. She's going to flip the script, see if she can get it. She got the Jack. Gets Jack. She can get a recon directive, and Hedra Cloak, sorry, and a Charizard, a recon directive. That
I
should just be his
wonder
name.
how many stadiums have been used up. Is there a world where she could bump N's Castle
She
and
does
just
not
deck Tyler
run.
out?
She does not run any stadiums.
Never mind.
So here comes the rare candy into Charizard. Infernal Rain is activated. And there goes an energy.
The thing about this, though, is if Tyler has energy, he just wins.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he just needs one attachment onto Enzoroark.
That's the downside of the or getting rid of the Rabska.
Yeah, I don't know if sacrificing the Rapska was really worth it.
I
Nicole's
don't know
going to
because
have to
it
find Tudra
I
Cloak.
I get like the
Does she have
idea,
another
right? It
Dracloak?
did enough damage for Paul to take out, but yeah, we might have had to save it and then swing with Zard and not worry about Paul.
I think she's going to evolve with the Dracloak, recon directive, and hope to find the third Dracloak. She found another Charizard and a Jack. She's considering evolving, but I think she realizes that if Tyler has it, he's just going to kill that Dreepy anyway. So might as well
Right.
keep your draw online.
Yeah, if he has an energy, it's over. And I don't think there's a whole lot of energy in the discard.
Mm-hmm.
Although
like
these
she's
decks historically only run what, 6 darkness energy? There's 1 in the
Yes.
discard and 4 on board.
And Tyler also has 2 reversal energy in the deck, which one is attached to the Darmanitan.
Right.
Now she's opting to Phantom Dive.
I think she just has to hope that he does not have another Ends PP up or an energy.
I think so as well. She's thinking how much to put on. Oh, looks like she's just gonna put everything on the monkey, knocking out that Zoroark, limiting Tyler's draw. And there's another Dracloak. A little late though.
With Tyler moving up the Zoroark, I'm going to imagine he has the
Yes,
energy.
and that
Yeah.
looks like that's game.
And Tyler will take game 3,
Wow,
making it a
this is
2-1.
It is 2-1 with Tyler in the lead.
We're
Tyler
gonna have to
only
be
needs
bringing
2
Joe
more.
back.
Yeah, I know. We need Joe back to clean this mess up. I think wow, I wasn't expecting and Zoroark to kind of give the ass beating it's giving right
I mean,
now.
Ents Zoroark is a good deck. It's it struggles a little bit against some decks, but it just has a lot of options. It's basically its own
does.
box, right?
It does.
So
I mean, it's a good deck.
throw up
And
our screen while we wait to get Joe back in here.
so we got Joe back in, the guy who's taken the only win against Tyler so far.
Let's see if he can do it again.
I hope so. I mean, I don't want to I want good games here. I don't want any bad games.
I mean, so far every game has been like pretty good. We haven't had any like duds.
But I want us to win. I like winning. Good thing I didn't wear my TBG shirt today.
Yeah, who would wear their TBG shirt?
Embarrassing.
Let me get Joe's pulled up here.
Yep. Now is Joe on Pulsar now?
What does it say?
Yes, it's Dragazard.
Okay.
There we go.
So
it
yes,
looks like
Joe is swapping to the Dragazard.
Dragazard, and let's see. Maybe Joe can clean this up a little bit better.
Well, he just saw how the game could play out and has the chance to play it out a different way.
Yep, and that's kind of the advantage here is when you're 1 against 3, the other 2 are watching. They're not talking to each other, but they are watching when it is not their turn. So they are definitely getting all the information that they possibly can for each game, and hopefully using that to their advantage. We'll see if there's a comeback coming in. See, Joe gets the coin flip, and he is going to choose. Looks like heads. That's also my preferred pick for the coin.
I am a tails guy. I always pick tails.
Guy? You always pick tails? I always pick heads. I love heads. Now, Tyler's probably going to pick first again. Oh, Tyler is forcing. He's forcing Joe to go first instead.
See, I told you he might not mind going second because he does run the one of Badoo.
He might be wanting to item lock Joe, seeing how important the rare candies were for Nicole's game. Joe puts down 2 Dreepies. He's going to attach, and it looks like he's considering the Buddy Poffin. I see no problem in playing it, honestly.
Oh no, not at all.
You want the Rabsca online, you want a Charmander online, in my opinion. I think prioritizing going fast right now
and it
is
does
what's
look
necessary.
like the Rabsca is available.
Rabsca is available. Picking the Reller.
Do we preemptively grab the Badoo though?
I don't think it's that strong of a pick right now. Honestly, I think grabbing a Charmander or a third Dreepy is
we might
better.
even TM Evo next turn.
Exactly. Joe's prize checking right now. And picking He's checking
He's-
again. He's thinking, oh, he's going to
Okay,
grab
so
the
he did go
Badoo.
for the Badoo.
And
Now I know Joe's kind of a late game Zard enjoyer. He usually
Mhm.
doesn't want to use it right at the beginning. He wants to use it at the end when it's more
that's
powerful.
fair. I personally prefer early game Zard when I play this deck. But maybe Joe's maybe Joe's correct in this
I
for
don't
the
know,
matchup.
early game Zard feels good though because it's so
It's so
oppressive.
good.
it says I'm here, let's go.
I'm swinging very hard, and you need to respond to me. Looks like Tyler has the Buddy Poff and getting out to Zora,
Mhm.
and he's going to Nest Ball. Grabbing probably the Darmanitan because he really wants to take advantage of the board right now. Or the
See, I was gonna
Darmaka.
say there's such a good chance of Rabska going up next turn. Do you even bother with Darmanitan right now?
Well, I guess it just depends if it looks like
Oh.
Tyler is kind of
He's saying, I
he's
need you to
forcing.
waste an energy.
Yeah, I need you to waste an energy if you're going TM Evo, and then you have to use the TM Evo on the Dreepy. You can't use it on Badoo. So then you
That's
just get
true.
one Dracloak and you get the Arabska. But we got the Arvin off the rip. Honestly,
And we already
getting
had
that
Cloak in
Charmander would have
hand.
been a really good, good
So-
play. It's gonna gotten the rare candy, but that's okay. Joe is clearly unbothered with it, grabbing the Buddy Poffin and the TM Evo.
He's saying, you know what, that's fine. I'll put a Cloak in the active to TM Evo because I'll just get another one.
Exactly. Again, not bothered at all. In fact, he might recon directive into another. He did not, but that's
He did
okay. Looks like he's grabbing the luminous energy so he can start prepping the board.
Mhm. And remember, Tyler didn't do too much on his turn, and his supporter
Not
was
at all.
Boss, which suggests that he doesn't have any other supporter.
Yeah, it looks like Tyler is going to
So-
be relying on the top deck here.
This Cloak might not even go down.
Joe is considering whether
he's-
to retreat or just evolve into more cloaks and call Tyler and say, hey, do you even have a way to knock this guy out next turn?
I respect that, but I also really like Rabska going up.
I
just
think
in case
Rabska
Tyler
is
has a really good
correct.
hand.
Joe's thinking about it. He's thinking hard. We got the timer going.
He's got 5 seconds. All right.
Deciding to retreat. He's going to use the cloak, it looks like, to
Or-
use or he might
He's
Itchy
a
Pollen.
huge fan of Itchy Pollen.
Well, there you go. It's going to use the Itchy. We'll see how Tyler responds to this. Honestly, probably the best move was the Itchy Pollen, given the hand size and
Yeah.
what Tyler had done last turn. He's attaching to Monkey Dory, and I guess he's going to Adrena Brain, that 10 damage off.
I'm going to guess this is his entire turn.
This is probably his entire turn right now. Yeah, just putting it on the Badoo, that's usually a struggle play. And passing. So he's got nothing in hand. Tyler sending
Giving
the thumbs down, while Joe just has complete control
We
of
get
the board
Dracloak,
now.
we get Jacques.
Oh, he
This
is unbothered
This is
entirely.
looking really bad
Full
for
setup.
Tyler.
Oh yeah, I think Tyler at this point might be in trouble.
The play is so insane. Joe's computer is lagging harder.
Than it already has been lagging.
It just seemed like it was getting worse there for a second.
Comes the recon directive number 2, or I guess number 3. Got the luminous going.
Yep,
We've got
and-
just another Itchy Pollen.
He's not even using the Ionos. He's saying, I know your hand is bad. I'm
Yeah.
not giving you more
Your hand is
cards."
dead. Get out of it yourself. I'm not giving it to you. Joe is very good at playing the slow game with these kind of decks.
With the decks that he prefers, like this old style Gardevoir, he loves just taking his time and keeping me up late.
And it just shows that Joe really thinks hard about all of his plays and his outs.
Now that that
He's
was
using the scratch to get that
interestingly-
knockout.
I think that just says, you know what? I'm giving up on this game. Let's have some fun, because there's
I
no
mean,
way it's correct to
Joe
put
is-
yourself in stamp with
he
no
is-
Zoroark.
yeah, he's just cooking right now. Joe's cooking. There's the
Right,
stamp.
there's the
yeah,
stamp
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I mean now you have Joe. He's slightly considered Brock for a second.
Like I
But
said,
he's
I'm
hoping
pretty
he can
sure that was
find the
Tyler saying,
Jerkloak,
you
I
know
think.
what? I lost this one.
Yeah, I think Tyler is conceding that this is a game that he's definitely not in at this point. Looks like Joe's gonna play the stamp to really bring Tyler back down even
I did
further.
just get informed by Tyler that his hand was really bad.
Whoa.
I mean,
We didn't know.
we didn't know. We thought it
We
might have
had
been
no
really good.
clue.
But you know,
I hope those two cards really help you. We still have the supporter for turn.
still
Oh
have
my
the
god.
supporter.
Oh boy.
oh my.
I mean, to even use it, you might as well get the guy with the energy.
Especially since we don't have Pult. Like we can just knock out Zorua with
You could with
the
your
cloak.
cloak. And I think that would be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You want to kill the Zorua really badly in this situation. That would give Tyler only one Zoroark to work with. And even still, you're asking for a lot.
I don't think you
Iono.
Iono after
I don't
you
know
stand.
either.
He's
But-
making me nervous.
Joe's screwing around. Joe, stop screwing around. The team's pride is on the line.
Well, at this point, it's just Joe's. If he Iono's there, then you know that's on him. That's not on Team BG.
It's like we don't actually associate with him.
Yeah, Joe who?
Who? Joe messed up.
We're seeing Tyler continue to do nothing.
Tyler, lock in. I don't know what else to say to you. You gotta lock in, dude. Oh no,
He's pal patting the boss back in.
That okay ends.
We
PP
got
up.
the ends PP up. In
The night stretcher for
He's
another
just showing he
Zoro.
has nothing.
He has nothing here. And you know, Joe has the boss to bring up another.
Joe has he has 4 different supporters.
literally
He can do
has
whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants. He's in full control of this game. I would just scoop if I was Tyler. Full stop. Just I would just scoop.
At this point, it might not be worth continuing.
Looking for actually, yeah, there you go. He's looking for the Monkey Dory so he can actually
You know what I
Take
haven't
out
seen
Jesus Christ.
once in these 4 games so far?
what?
Janine's secret art.
Oh yeah. I haven't seen it either, and I mean, if that's the secret tech, it's not doing you a lot
It
of
doesn't
work.
seem like you're getting it that much. It would actually be super useful in some of these situations.
Oh, definitely. But it just seems that Tyler's not drawing into it, or he's opting to play other supporters while his games are
Mhm.
setting up. Night
So as we
Stretcher?
continue watching the cat play with its food.
Yes. Anyway, Jake, how's your day been
Oh,
today? Oh,
top
but
deck
you
Zoroark.
nothing to
And then nothing to trade. Nothing to trade.
Nothing for trading. Oh boy.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter.
You know, next turn though. Next turn we will have something to trade.
I
Hashtag
like-
nothing to trade.
nothing to trade. Nothing to trade. Only on the Attach and Pass podcast. live episode do we get? Nothing to trade. The boss is correct in my opinion. That's just the correct move here. You have to have so much to even swing back at this point as Tyler.
I mean, I think, do we just Phantom Dive put the damage on the Zoroark?
I think so. And looks like Joe just wants to get Monkey out, get that extra damage.
You know,
on the
rub it
board.
in. Let's rub it in a little bit. You know.
Yeah, Joe is just like scoop, scoop, scoop.
He's really trying to force this scoop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
And he gets it. He's
is this enough
getting.
damage? This is knocking the monkey too, right?
It's
Yeah.
knocking the monkey out. It's putting more damage.
So
on
he's
the
saying,
Zoroark.
have fun with your one trade.
Yes, you get one trade. You need the Reshiram if you want to respond to me at all, and ends PP up won't even work.
This is, I
I
mean,
think-
as the title says,
Oh.
this is the slaughter of Tyler Price.
This is the slaughter of Tyler Price. We were getting slaughtered a little bit beforehand, but this is definitely when the slaughtering is coming back. Joe Maressa coming through and kind of showing. Oh, okay. A 40 card deck, now a 38 card deck. It's very good. Yeah. Oh, we got a rare candy. The deck is just.
I mean,
Joe is playing the deck just like a fine-tuned instrument. Tyler's like a 6-year-old who found his brother's guitar. Oh, Joe. Oh man. Joe literally is just like, I don't care. You don't have it. You can't catch up, and I win next turn.
he's saying, have fun.
What do you have?
And I mean, there's 0 lines here. There's
No,
literally nothing
there's-
he can do.
I,
There is no
you
5 prize
lose.
turn.
You lose no matter what in this scenario. Just he needs to scoop.
Well,
Tyler's
how
still
much-
digging.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's still energy. I was gonna say maybe he could like boss stall and deck out, but Joe still has energy.
I mean, only one recon directive available.
Yeah, but what's that?
Doesn't matter.
What's
I mean,
Tyler
it
gonna
doesn't matter
do?
because he just yeah. I don't think yeah. Just I think this is it. Tyler just scoop.
Come on, Tyler. It's 9:40 at night.
Yes, Tyler. It is a Monday night. It is 9:40 at night. Not all of us have no employment. We have full employment. What is it? Okay, come on, man. Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like that
There's
just
nothing in
proves
there.
he's listening to us and was like, you know what? I'm gonna torture them.
No, I hope Tyler's not listening because we can see
No.
the hand. Oh, bear. Okay. Fair, but retreat. Do you have it? I don't think so.
I
think
mean-
that was just a cope bench. That's like the benching you do right before you're just like, yeah, I don't have it.
Even then, what's really gonna happen? Nothing.
Nothing, no.
Oh,
Oh,
we got the
okay.
counter catcher.
catcher.
Let's go.
So I guess we are boss stalling.
Boss stall. Gotta find that energy, Joe.
Kenjo.
We have the
okay.
Ed's Castle for retreat.
All right. Doesn't opt to retreat.
Oh, he doesn't
though.
even
Okay.
retreat. He's just like, you know what? Get the energy and end this.
Ah.
Please.
Yeah, GG.
All right, so that's
2-2.
that ties it up. We are
That
now
does
2-2.
tie it up. We are 2-2. Look at that.
So Let's get Nathaniel up and ready.
Good job, Joe. Bring the team back into 2-2. That's very
Now we are
funny.
going to see the return of Straight Pult here.
Yes. Turn of Straight Pult.
I think. Nathaniel, where is your stream? There he is.
Yay. Here we go.
Bouncing between 3 people's streams, I thought was going to be a little more inconvenient. It's actually not that bad.
It's kind of fun. I'm going to be honest. Like,
Other
I
than
like
having to resize everyone.
Yeah, but it could be worse. There are more inconvenient things that could be happening. We could also be switching screens between that and Tyler.
Yeah. So when we do any of these in the future, that might be something that we look into.
Which would be very cool, I think.
All right, Tyler, did you fall asleep?
I think Tyler's taking a piss break.
I'm gonna message him. You fall asleep?
He's crying right now.
He's busy crying.
He's just like, that was such a bad game. There we go. All right,
There
now
we go.
Tyler is he's woken up. Let's see. Can Tyler swing it back?
And Nathaniel is
Where's-
making the claim that he will draw energy this time.
Okay, I believe you because I want you to win. I am a partial
Tyler
caster.
responded to my message. I asked, "Did you fall asleep?" And he said, "After bricking that bad, I should have."
Looks like.
I don't see energy,
Tyler's going
Nathaniel.
first
You
again.
lied. You lied. to
No,
me,
no, no. We
Nathaniel.
have time. We have time to get the energy. Give it. Let him cook. Let him
Who's
cook.
going first? I didn't catch it. Okay. On Nathaniel's second, he's fine.
Nathaniel's
chilling.
second. He's chilling. He's got everything he could ever ask for here. We got Ends Castle going down. We got the Monkey Dory going down.
Is
An
that all we're
attachment to
seeing?
the Anzura, and then is the Darumaka coming down? No, it's a
no
pass from
Darumaka.
Tyler. And here comes a
That's-
Dracloak out of the hand, but Brock scouting, of course, is what you got to choose here. We got to see the Dreepies
Mhm.
come out and start doing their thing. Nathaniel's playing it safe. Though I don't think he has to play it all that safe because the Darumaka is not even out yet.
Well, there's no point grabbing a Badoo because we have no way to get into it, right?
That's also fair.
So just grabbing 2 Dreepy here makes sense.
Nathaniel's prize checking.
I didn't see. Does he have stamp?
Yeah, I
Or
saw
is-
the stamp.
Okay. I mean, that's one of the most important cards in this matchup. So super
Yes, we've
important to
seen
check
it.
that.
We've seen it aid so much.
All right.
Looks
We're
like
saying, you know
it's
what? You can have items.
triple
It's
Dreeps.
not going to hurt us that much.
Triple Dreeps and just a pass. I mean, there needs to be a little bit more setup on Tyler's side here.
Now, he could, if he, depending on the hand, well,
Power
based
glass.
on that, I'm going to guess nothing's happening.
And a scratch. Power glass
I
scratch.
was going to say, if he has like Energy, Evolution, Reshiram, then he can at least knock out the Dreepy. But
It looks like we are just getting full of Dracloaks here. You know, I thought this was Slowpolt, but it is revving.
Nate's
It's
just saying,
purring.
you know what? That's fine. We're finding our energy right now.
Right now, here's the energy. There's one.
There's
There's
two.
two. And here comes the third. Nope.
No energy.
Hey,
But,
that's
you know,
fine
Ultra Ball's
because
really good to get. So
Ultra Ball is very good. There is no problem with Ultra Ball. Honestly,
I think we attach and
you just
pass.
attach and pass at this point, just like this podcast name.
Now, do we attach it to the active or the bent? Okay, the active.
I don't know if that's
feel like
correct.
I'd rather see it on the bench.
Yeah, I
Just
mean
in
the
case
problem
this
is,
top deck's like really good.
yeah, and it's the Zoroark, and then they find
See,
then he finds
look,
the Reshiram. Oh, okay.
we might get punished for the energy being attached to the active
Yeah,
here.
because if Reshiram and the
Reshiram
Zoroark are
Zoroark
coming,
energy.
and that would definitely set Neat back a little bit. Um, but
The
it looks like we just
hesitation
have a
suggests
Darumaka and a
that
Zoroark.
maybe.
I don't think we have the Reshiram. Oh,
Oh,
Secret Box. Okay.
that gets us one of the pieces. One of the 3 pieces.
And there's Janine going into the discard again.
Yeah, Tyler, I think you need to remove the Janine. You don't
I
seem to
don't think
like
the
it that
Janine
much.
helps.
You've discarded it every game. We're on game 5, and you have not used it.
We're already on game 5. Wow.
I think it's time to remove the Janine.
Yeah. What is he thinking here? I mean, he's probably
don't
going to
know.
grab Iona.
He's already used a
Or Jack,
supporter.
actually. Well, probably Jack. Oh, Iona, I guess it is then.
So I don't know what that gets us though.
I think the Jack would have been a better play, honestly.
Ugh.
But okay.
Because what's that last card? It's something that he's gonna trade away.
Probably an energy.
This is
then
see, I don't
the
like
power
this
glass
play at
comes forward. I don't
all
either.
because it's relying on nothing but
Oh,
top
it's a night
decks.
stretcher. Ooh, here's another Buddy
Yeah.
Poffin.
Yeah, we're relying on nothing but top decks now, and that's never good.
No.
Well, I guess
at least
top deck and trade.
Well, trade is online, so there is a little bit of draw, not as much as the recon directives.
So, I mean, I think that shows some desperation. Like when you have nothing and you're like, I need to do something. There's 3 Dracloaks across from me. So I think he's desperately trying to get anything done. There's the Badoo. That
It looks like he's just gonna itchy pollen.
Yeah.
And hope that Nate doesn't find his way to
that
a
Nate doesn't
pole.
find Monkey to move damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, he can grab his
own
Badoo.
Badoo. The Badoo wars are real. I have fought in them. The luxurious cape being the pick, and then we got the 3rd recon directive. We got Blood Moon, which we have all the energy we need in the hand.
I mean, at this point,
Hawlucha.
I wonder if he's gonna prof to search for the Pult. Because you don't want to Iona the 1-card hand, right?
Yeah, I think what would have been better is to Hawlucha the Darmanitan and then hit it with the Phantom headbutt.
We didn't even get it.
Wow.
Is there a world where we just pass here? You know, say, go ahead, item lock us another turn. Looks like no. Looks like we're doing the dragon.
I think we want to try to start getting prizes here. A Buddy Poffin is not going to help us too much.
Joe in chat said sheesh to the prof. Yeah, you'd think it would have found one of them. I guess not.
Looks
but
like
we're still relying on top decks and trades.
And where is that extra energy?
Ooh. Do we have the energy?
If we
don't have the energy, this is when Nathaniel needs to get some evolutions.
Oh yeah.
Or it's going to start getting dicey.
It's getting a little scary for Nathaniel right now.
And again, the hesitation suggests to me.
Oh, there's an Iono. That's going to give 6 fresh cards. I have a feeling.
There's the Pult.
There's the Pult. Nathaniel's kind of like angrily clicking. It looks like there you are. You were the top draw. Only one more draw was available.
There's hesitation here. Did we whiff the energy?
And yeah, I did. and the Zoroarks as well.
Did we whiff everything?
That would be insane. Oh no,
Okay,
we have
Stretcher.
Night Stretcher.
Okay. Did he already
Yeah, I
attach the
think
turn? No,
that
he
I
didn't.
really think Hawlucha onto that Darmanitan and bossing it up to kill it was probably the more correct play to stop what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because now Nathaniel is going to go down to a Wonder Cloak board.
However, the tower in play right now makes it so that Power Glass isn't going to get more energy.
That is true as well.
So next turn's going to be a little for Tyler as well as Nathaniel.
Nathaniel is
This
contemplating
might be the
Badoo.
classic either Iono or Stamp with an item lock.
Well, there's 2 Dragapults.
And we have the energy to
Nathaniel
attach as
just-
well.
Oh, we do have energy. We could Dragon Headbutt if we wanted to. There is no Rabsca in this deck to kind of save Nathaniel
Mhm.
from this Darmanitan taking control of the board. So you kind of have to use this and using the Iono to bring Tyler down to 4 cards. So Buddy Poffin and a Bravery Charm that could save a Dreepy, but there is none.
I was gonna say the Dreepies are gone.
Yeah, the Dreepies are all
and
gone.
the Charm's not doing much because of Jamming Tower. But if it gets bumped here, then now the Charm matters.
Well, I think Nathaniel's just itchy
I don't know if it
pawing
matters, but
to
it
try
exists.
to stall this game out a little bit.
Yeah, he had a really good start, but just
I really think the misplay was not doing the Hawlucha to the Darmanitan and bossing it up and killing it, because
mhm.
there was, yes, you lose the cloak in the active to a Reshiram instead, but now Nathaniel's board is just immensely weak.
And I mean, he has no cloaks. He needs to
He has
draw
no draw, just a Jack
the
in hand
Psychic
and
or
a
the
fire
Luminous
energy.
just to be able to Phantom dive.
Something. But now look at this. Tyler has everything. He
Mhm.
has 3 Zoroark on board. Just trade is online. He has access to whatever he wants at this point. He's just looking for energy now. Energy and Ends Castle. And if he has Ends PP up, it looks like he's
Well, he
just
was itchy
passing for now.
pollen, so he can't
that's
do
true.
Ends PP up.
You are correct. The Night Stretcher, though, that's a pretty good. That's a pretty
really
good
good.
grab.
All right, can Nathaniel bring this back?
Daniel's definitely going to thin by pulling that one Dragapult out.
I mean, I think we Phantom dive here.
But it looks like Nathaniel's opting to Itchy Pollen instead.
I don't know if I like that. It gives Tyler 7 cards to find an Ends Castle.
And also
and energy.
And energy, yes. I think
I really would have liked to see the Phantom dive there.
Yeah, I think the Phantom dive would have been better. Get the Darmanitan out of there. You're just giving 2 extra prizes again to the Badoo for the Badoo and the Hawlucha. Then it's just Dragapult alone.
Which would make sense if we had like Iono in hand or something, but right now we have nothing.
We have nothing. It
I
looks
will
like there's
say
energy
though, if we
attachment.
still didn't get the castle, then we're still going to be discarding this energy, and then
That's true as well. So the Power Glass is still
but
not
it's
that
definitely
effective.
looking dire.
This is not looking good for Nathaniel at all.
I mean, it does kind of show that, you know, one turn can swing the entire game.
Oh yeah, and
then
that's
it's
the
hard to come
format we're
back
in
from that.
now. That is the format we're in now. No game is just set in stone because you set up anymore. which
Right.
was what we have been used to for years now in the Pokemon TCG. But instead, any turn can really just change the tempo of the game entirely. Nathaniel is stuck with this Dragapult, this lone Dragapult. No draws, gets an Arven.
Which will give him Stamp.
Stamp is very good. Gonna grab Rescue Board. It doesn't really matter. It's going back in the deck anyway.
I think at this point
Fez,
he has to hope that
I mean,
this is just gonna do the trick, right?
and just start Phantom diving. But I mean, Tyler has so much draw.
I know.
He has so much draw.
But
It's
Tyler did get rid of a lot of resources early on. Does he have the resources to finish this game out?
That is also true. Does he already use the secret box? So the gene sect is a little useless right now.
Mhm.
Nathaniel's thinking about the nest ball, maybe to see what else is in the deck.
His resources are thin too. I don't think he has much.
Doesn't have anything really.
Mm-mm. I think he
I
has to just
think,
kind of hope that
yeah,
this jamming
Phantom
tower
dive.
sticks.
Yeah, and that keeps the power glass at bay. Nathaniel discarding to get the other Dragapult just so he doesn't draw into it next turn. Because his draw is pretty bad. Pheasantipity getting a nice tasty luminous energy.
You don't see that too often, but it makes sense if
No.
you might have to retreat it.
Yes, that's true. Or even if maybe a cruel arrow for game. Looks like Nathaniel is going to Phantom Dive.
I mean, this game's really, it's come down to the hope and pray.
It really is. Nathaniel just has to start setting up this board, hoping to get a 4-prize turn next turn. But even still, can't do that with the 7 on the benched Zoroark.
Yeah.
Here comes 3 trades in a row.
Like I said before, it really comes down to if Tyler still has the resources, because he has access to almost the entire deck. But does he have the resources to actually close out the game?
And he just got rid of a reversal energy, so
I'm not sure. Pad.
Using the PAL pad, is he going to bring the Janine back? And hope to draw into it?
I could see him bringing the boss back, but that's not going to...
There's the Janine! There's
Janine
the
and
Turo.
Okay. We're discarding
another reversal going down.
Stuff.
I guess there's no more Ends Castle in the deck.
It really depends. I haven't seen how many's in the discard.
There's Ends PP up. A lot of hesitation.
That might be it.
Is he just going to pass? Giving that Zoroark over?
I mean, he might have to. If he doesn't have any castle,
that's it. I mean, he's playing. Yep. Oh, he just passes. He's playing like he doesn't have the castle. This is giving Nathaniel an extra turn.
So Nathaniel just really has to plot this out. He needs 5 prizes.
I think you have to boss up the Darmanitan and Phantom Dive. Oh, okay.
It depends on how many boss Nathaniel has left. I kind of would have liked to see. Okay, so it looks like he's setting up the monkey.
Yeah. So got 2 prizes for Nathaniel. Got a Dracloak and an Arven. Not really that
I don't think those are doing anything.
Tyler now down to 2 and Zoroark for trade.
And really the question comes in, if Tyler really is down all of his Ends Castle, and I've said this probably like 3 times so far, is there a boss stall deck out play possible? I think I kind of just want to see it. That's why I keep mentioning it.
I don't think it's possible though. I just don't think
It
that
just depends. If there's no more Ends Castle, boss the Darmanitan and pass. That's a 3 retreat cost.
that is true. Looks like Tyler
That
is
Blood Moon
checking
can
the
definitely be a little
resources.
scary.
But I don't think it can knock out Fez if the energy is there.
But yeah, I was
Looks
gonna say, is
like
the energy even here?
Tyler is running out. We just got the boss anyway. um,
There's the Reshiram.
yeah, and so using Night Joker, but I think we have game as Nathaniel because you just have to boss up the Enzorark and Phantom Dive and knock out Monkey Dory.
Is that enough
And
damage?
that's
I can't see
it.
the damage counters.
Yeah, that's 50 on the monkey, so he just needs 60. So
All
that's
right.
it.
What a
Nathaniel cleaning that
comeback.
up. Look at that.
Nathaniel giving
Woo.
everyone here a master class
That
on how to
is
just never give up.
insane. Never give
just-
up. You will win. Wow.
You know, he had a
That was a
strong
good game.
start, got punished, had a very weak middle game, and came up with a game plan. He's like, you know what? In 5 turns, I can win if I
Yes.
play this perfectly.
And he
did.
pretty much did. He pretty much did. And I think, you know, Tyler just ran out of resources. And that was because he had such a strong middle game that he was like, it's almost impossible for me to lose at this point. But he still did. Fantastic, honestly. So now it is 3 TBG, 2 to Tyler. Let's see. We're back to Nicole. Can Nicole now clean this up and get that 4th win for Team BG?
I did just right in the chat. I said, Nicole, it's up to you to get me to bed at a normal time.
Let's go, Nicole. Let's go.
All right, let me get her stream up. There it is.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready. There we go. Cole's sending the match request. Let's go, Tyler. And of course,
I would like
Nicole
to
is playing
see...
Pulsard.
Yes, I would like to see Nicole have a better opening hand this time. Her opening hand last game was not.
It was not good.
Fantastic.
I think it severely underplayed how powerful this deck really is. Joe obviously showcased it a lot more, but that was while Tyler was bricking. So hopefully we get a good game here, and Nicole can really show us how powerful Pulsard is, and hopefully we can see who's actually truly favored when one isn't kind of drowning.
We've seen a couple bricks so far. Maybe this game won't have any.
Let's see if Tyler chooses second this time. He's deciding to go first after going second that one time and bricking. I think the superstition picks it. Plays.
He's like, you know what? I want to go first.
I definitely think that. TCG players are some of the most superstitious people I've ever seen. That's the first mulligan we've seen this whole set.
That's true.
Okay.
I think Nicole's gonna be super happy to go second here.
I think so too. Honestly, this is
we have the
nice
buddy,
hand.
so that's not too bad. But like, we probably want a little more than that, depending on what Tyler does.
Oh yeah, and it looks like Tyler's starting with Enzora and Reshiram. Hitting hard already. Gets the secret box off the rip immediately.
Tyler, this one doesn't run Genesect, buddy.
I mean, discarding the monkey and the blood moon. Those night stretchers are going to come in handy later.
Joe is trying to tell me that going first would have been better with this hand, and I don't care.
I mean, no, I do agree with the
No,
Jax.
I get what he's saying, but
The Jack for
I
second
don't think Nicole
turn.
minds going second, is what I'm saying.
I think this hand is just this is a decent hand as long as well, we'll see if Tyler starts getting it. He puts the power glass on. He got the Janine. Oh, he's
He
calling
grabbed Janine.
he's calling our bluff
It's
now.
about
He's like,
time.
I'm going to use this Janine now. And he is going to he's going to aim to really get this Darumaka, I think, and the Enzorar out.
Mic off.
And there's Dan's castle. No Darumaka though. I like that. I like the Charmander top deck. Nicole's checking, just seeing what was played, and is just double checking the Janine Secret Art again. Plays down the Charmander and is going to play the Buddy Poffin.
Mic on.
Considering what to grab here, there's no Darumaka, so there is not really a fear of two
Right.
of your
Mic
Dreepies
off.
being knocked out. So I think you could, if you wanted to, try to. I think double Dreepy might be the play here, so you can get your Jacloaks online.
Mic on.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It looks like Nicole is leaning heavy into Charmander, maybe, but now she's going into the Dreepy. Once that double Jacloak, she's also thinking about it.
Yeah.
There's no Darumaka out, so she is not really
There's not-
attached to this Reller right now.
Right.
Considering the Jack, I don't know if that's entirely smart. Because
Well, I don't hate it because
it forces
she's
an
likely
Iono.
gonna either Iono next turn, but she also already has the cloaks for draw. It looks like she might say, "Hey, maybe I'll get rare candy. Maybe Rabsco or Relor won't die."
I think she's also tempting out. Oh, well, there is the Janine. So, Tyler, this card is useless.
I'm gonna have to tell him after this that he needs to just remove that card.
It's bad. It's just bad.
He clearly doesn't like it.
What I was gonna say is like Nicole's play is saying I have the Jacloaks in hand with that Jack play. You either Iono me or you have a way to get, to move faster than me now.
Nathaniel saying Janine is bait.
Janine is bait. I think if you're playing your 60th card as bait,
Maybe you should have a different 60th card.
I think you need a different 60th card. I mean, I have not seen that card played once. I think we've seen every other card in Tyler's deck list played at least once,
Except for
except the
Janine.
Janine. The Janine has not been played once.
If that was like a better, more usable card, maybe he would have won some of the other matches that he lost.
Yeah. Let's see.
Looks like an Ultra Ball.
Using the Ultra Ball, Nicole.
Maybe play a fourth castle so people can't boss all Darmanitan.
Yeah, maybe that is
That's
that,
a good idea.
That's a good idea. Maybe
how many
you should be
castles
on a
does he
team,
play?
Jake.
It's possible.
Is it probable?
Yeah, he only plays 3 castles. So yeah, a
Yeah.
4th castle would be way better than Janine.
Yeah, I think at this point, if that's his secret technique, maybe that's what he was saying. Like the Janine is his secret
I'm gonna have
technique
to
here.
ask him.
This hand.
Maybe I'll give him some questions to answer that we can tweet.
I think you Brock first, thin the deck more. Recon directive, try to find the rare candy. I think that's the correct play
Yeah.
right now.
I don't hate that.
Looks like Nicole's thinking it too. Yep, getting the Charmander out. Another Dreepy's pretty good. Or the monkey
I think it was
even.
interesting that Tyler didn't knock out the Relor.
I do
Like,
think
I
that
get
that's
wanting
also...
to Itchy
I think
Pollen, but it seems good to knock that out, right?
Well, I also think that Tyler is kind of saying, well, now you're wasting a bench space by having that out because I'm not going to use Darumaka. I'm just going to go
That's
hard into
true.
Reshiram.
And then also, um, you don't want to get stamped when you only have one Zoroark out.
That is very true as well. He wants to find those other Zoroarks. He wants to set up this entire board, and he wants to start swinging hard.
Nicole would have really liked to see energy there.
Yeah, the energy deficiency is showing
But
right now. But
that's
I
okay. I
think
mean,
we're sitting in a good spot still, I
because
think.
if Tyler Itchy Pollens, that gives Nicole more turns to find energy. If Tyler
Exactly.
attacks with Zoroark, then we have access to Rare Candy Charizard.
Exactly.
So
So either way, we are.
I don't think it's that bad to
Yes,
just whiff this turn.
Nicole's considering putting down the Badoo.
I don't know if we need to, since we're not retreating into it. It's just kind of a free prize
Yeah, and so she's
if
just deciding
Tyler
to
establishes the
pass.
monkey.
Here comes Tyler with.
The way
He's
his
gonna
past
trade
couple
at least.
games have been going, I'm gonna guess his turn is trade and then Itchy Pollen.
Yeah,
Is that the
Well, we'll
second
see.
boss?
that might have been the second boss that he just discarded.
I mean, he has Powpad, but it certainly can't feel good to discard those.
No, he's using the Jack. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here comes. Whew. Here
So
comes.
Tyler said, you know what?
Zoroark.
I'm getting my draw engine online. Let's go.
Yep. The draw engine's online. This is exactly what he wanted. Now he's not afraid of Stamp. He's not afraid of Iono.
Mhm.
As long as he gets the energy that he needs for his games, he's not. He is feeling pretty good now. There goes the Fez. He has not used the Fez once in these games. It is a dead card to him against this matchup. There's
Yeah,
the
I think he's
Darumaka.
really scared of putting that thing down in this matchup because of its 210 health.
Hmm.
So let's see if Nicole
Nicole's-
can find some energy this time. Hey,
There's a
one.
Luminous. Okay. And just gonna recon directive again.
And she
Get the Arven. She
If
could get rare
both-
candy Charizard if she wants.
She can't rare candy this turn though,
No,
but could have it for a future turn.
She could get the rare candy, get a could get the oh damn.
Does she
what the
run
hell is
Rescue
going on in
Board?
my head?
I don't know her list.
She does run Rescue Board, yes.
It looks like it's not available.
It's not available. She's getting the rare candy to threaten it. Kind of forcing Tyler to keep using Itchy Pollen. I think then at this point she attaches to Monkey Dory with the Luminous Energy and
Oh, I
you know,
think you
starts-
attach to Cloak.
you could attach to Cloak as well.
I feel like you attach to Cloak and just say, kill this Rapska, let me start playing.
You have all this energy. You have the damage.
Like, I
that
don't
you
think
can
we
start
need to
putting around.
retreat the Rapska. I say let
No,
it
no.
there.
I think the Rapska sitting there is more than acceptable.
Yeah.
Nicole's thinking about her options here. Yep. Looks like she's attaching to the Rapska.
Looks like she wants to
deciding
establish an
to-
item lock.
Yeah.
Which I
Just
don't
start the Badoo
hate,
Wars.
but I also kind of would have really liked to see some energy on a Cloak. Because now we're just going to have to wait another turn. Well, I guess I lied. I keep forgetting this is the Charizard variant. So we can actually power up a Pult in one turn.
No, we could. Yeah, that's why we that's why I didn't see really
Yeah.
a weakness in the Monkey Dory play. We have well, it's just going to be another Itchy Pollen back. I think we're just volleying
Yeah.
Itchy Pollens with each other. We do have trades still available. Tyler is he's got a pretty thin deck already.
I think he's really trying to figure out what to do. Because he can't bench snipe because of the Rabska. And
He
like
really
knocking out Badu isn't gonna do much, but I'm pretty sure both boss are discarded.
he
So
might
like
be
he has
looking
to
for
do
his
something.
PAL pad right now and seeing if he can PAL
That's
pad the
true.
double boss in, and then just Itchy Pollen again, and then next turn he would use the boss
Mhm.
to start taking out the Rabska, and then
But
hopefully,
how many turns do you want to give Nicole to try to set that up?
I mean, there's no energy on the board. Just, there's no energy on the board with Itchy Pollen. There's no way to get
Yep.
the rare candy online. So right now,
But
Nicole's kind of at the mercy of the recon
now
directives.
we can attach energy for turn though. So
Yes, we
Tyler only
can.
has one more turn until stuff starts going a little haywire.
Yes. Another recon directive. Was considering getting the Buddy Poffin so she can use that Ultra Ball next turn. Is going to attach to a Dracloak.
And I would have to imagine just an Itchy Pollen.
I think she's considering the Arven again, but
Since
she's
we're
just gonna
item
go for
locked,
the Itchy Pollen.
I don't like the Arven there, so I'm glad she didn't play it. Because all that does is say Iono me again because I got this card that you don't want me to have.
That's true as well. Tyler seems to have, I think, gleaned that there is 2 rare candy in this deck.
However, Tyler is also down to 9 cards in deck.
That is true as
So
well.
he needs to do something.
Yeah, something needs to start happening. Both of them are at 6 prize cards. And
I mean, I don't know what his game unless it
yeah,
really
both
is try to get
boss are in
Palpad.
the discard. I think he's trying to get the PAL pad, but it might be prized, and he might have to just start taking knockouts now.
It might be
So
too
he can.
late.
It's looking for it. He is digging. He is digging for it. Just Itchy Pollen back. Now Nicole will get a knockout with the Itchy Pollen with the Spadoo. Here she's digging again. There is the Dragapult. That's pretty good. Another Dragapult.
Based on about the nothing that has happened, I'm pretty sure he's cooked. Nathaniel also just pointed out that you can't PAL pad under Itchy Pollen. So
that's true, actually. You know what?
If that's the line he's going for, it's not working.
Yeah, it is 10:20. So it is 10:20. We're tired.
Mic off.
Let's see. And now Nicole's threatening the rare candy, and this should really honestly lock up the game a little bit.
Mic on.
Because at this point, there's the rescue board. This point, Tyler asked Iono to get this huge hand away and also save his deck from decking out.
There's
the Iono.
Okay. He's like, I'm gonna still have a deck. Barely. And
Just
Nicole gets 3 Ionos off that.
Ah, look at that.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. And she has the super rod too to shuffle it so she can start getting, hopefully her rare candies again.
Either that or even just Pult and energy.
Yeah. Whatever works really.
Oof, we're seeing the flame body cannon.
Discarding that reversal, that doesn't feel good.
I think Tyler has accepted that Darmanitan's probably dying.
Yeah, no, of course, that's why he promoted it.
And Ultra Ball off the rip.
Got Ultra Ball, gonna grab that Dragapult.
And then I imagine she's going to be recon directing for an energy.
Oh, definitely. And there's not even any energy in the discard that's worth doing that. Okay. Guess Ultra Ball. Another recon for
There's
the double boss. Okay. I
So I
mean,
think we just evolve an Iono here to get the energy.
yeah, I think so. Cole is digging a little
We could
bit more.
also.
She's getting the Fez, so she gets extra draw.
That works.
Wow, look at that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Mm,
Oh, she says,
brings
you know what?
up-
You can
No,
keep the Darmanitan.
She doesn't. Well, she has the Rapska. She doesn't
Yeah,
care.
she says, I don't give a crap about that thing.
It's the Reshiram that's really bad.
The question is, how many Night Stretchers does Tyler have left? Can he get that Reshiram back?
I'm not sure, honestly. I mean, there's 2 in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure how many he's lost. He has such a tiny deck left.
He has 15 cards available to him for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Let's see what Tyler decides to do. Is there a way out
There's
for
the
him?
other
There's the other
Reshiram.
one.
So he's going to be able to do 170 damage here, which, I mean, like, that's decent. Hit 2 shots, the Pult.
But it might be just too late at this point.
It might be too late, but what else do you do?
I mean, this is the last game. If the last game for Tyler needs to win this to go to game 7.
I don't hate this. Saying, you know what, if you let me keep my Darmanitan, then I'm getting rid of the Rabska.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Nicole.
Nicole's wallpaper is apparently Sylveon.
Matching the sleeves, even. We love Sylveon here. We're big fans of Sylveon.
It's probably the best evolution.
I think so.
I think it's the most competitive, at least like in VGC.
Yes, I think so. Objectively, I think Sylveon's the best. Subjectively, obviously, everyone's going to argue with you and say Espeon.
Obviously. Hey, there's the Palpad.
There's the Palpad. It's back, and here comes bosses. Yes,
the
double boss.
Which, like, that could get him somewhere, I guess.
We got the Night Joker going on, so.
The biggest issue, though, is if Nicole's already able to rare candy Charizard. If she can also get Pult up, then that Darmanitan's not going to matter again.
Yeah, it doesn't matter any at that point. Nicole's just thinking what would be best. I mean, all the energy.
I think what she wants to do here is to just, like, probably Jet Headbutt. Just set it up for a knockout.
Maybe.
Although, how much damage is Zard doing? 240?
It should be doing 240, yes. So,
I
Zard...
don't think we should put down another basic. Because that
don't think
lets
so.
Darmanitan do things.
Yeah. Unless she's hoping the recon directive... Oh, okay.
She might also be planning to get rid of the Darmanitan.
I mean, she might be trying to thin the deck right now so she can get another boss.
Right.
Attaching to... Just considering.
Mm-hmm.
So the cloak... She still has Flip the Script available and recon directive.
Well, there's the boss if she wanted it.
Boss.
And the Pult.
Jack, not bad. Much more useful still than the Buddy Poffin at this point.
I don't hate getting rid of the Darmanitan here.
No, not at all.
Because she can put another 20 on each Zoroark, which sets them all up for a Zard KO.
Exactly, and I think that's just the smartest play at this point. Cole's loading up.
Or she's just opting to load it up for the Pult kill. trying to
gets
grab 2 prizes. Oh, there's the
got the
stamp. I didn't
stamp.
notice that was
Oh,
prized.
whew.
Interesting. It won't matter at this point because Tyler has no deck.
Yes, he is working with what he has right now. I do like Nicole targeting the Power Blast Zoroark to knock out
Yeah.
next turn because the others do not have a way to get their energy. If what we're seeing is true, then we have the ends PP up. Actually, I was wrong. So
We
don't
got
listen
the
to me.
ends PP up. And now we're gonna see. I mean, Tyler has to be careful with these trades. He's
Oh yeah, he's got
He's
4
down
cards
to
left in the
4
deck.
cards.
He might just lose my deck out at this point.
I mean, if he trades 2 more times and then like attacks, hey, it's a good way to throw.
Well, he wants the boss so he can he wants to grab the Pheasantipity and then but where do you go then at that point?
I don't really know what he even wants here.
I'm not sure. And there's goes a boss. Okay.
There goes. I think he also doesn't know what he wants. These are the moves of a desperate man.
Yeah, he I don't think he actually
I mean, I can't think of a line that really gets him super out of this.
is he gonna bring the Darumaka back?
There's no way. And Nicole is pointing out to us there are 2 cards in deck.
Yes. There are 2 cards in deck. What moves could he be making here? What did he grab? Nothing?
Again, like I said, this seems like a desperation move. I
I
mean, I
don't
don't hate the
think-
monkey if he has the energy. Take
I
it out
don't
of the
think
kill
he
range.
has it. There's a counter catcher.
catcher.
Bringing up the Fez.
Does that KO? No. No, it doesn't.
There's the Darumaka. Keeping that last boss to use a Darmanitan move off of the Defiance Band Zoroark. That seems to be the play that Tyler is going for.
I just don't think this gets him anywhere.
He's knocking out the Fez with the Reshiram move, right? So
As long as Nicole has energy to retreat this. Actually, she has rescue board still available, right?
no, he's knocking it out, right?
Is
With
he?
the Reshiram move? Or am I getting
It's
the
only
math wrong?
170. Move 30 with monkey. It's only 200.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think he's knocking it out.
Oh, using Turo.
That's interesting.
Okay. To deny that prize.
I mean,
for
he's
Nicole.
denying knockouts, but he has 2 cards in deck.
What is he?
So what is this really doing?
It's 200.
Right? Because he didn't have
Hmm.
energy to move damage.
Yes.
So
Does he have that energy switch in hand? Did he use that yet?
Nathaniel says, I think he wants to go monkey, KO Fez, and flame body cannon 4 prize turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
That makes
'Cause
sense. Assuming
Nicole
he has energy.
can't knock out this Zoroark, or either
No,
Zoroark,
but
with Charizard or with Dragapult. She can't use Stamp. So Tyler has all the cards that he wants in his hand right now.
it depends on if we can evolve enough stuff. I mean, we can evolve one of the cloaks. Can we evolve another one in Aura or the Mander?
The Mander can only evolve with Rare Candy Zard.
She has a shock, so if there's another Pult in deck, I don't know how many Pult this runs.
It only runs 2.
Oh, okay. So she would need the Rare Candy second Zard to be able to stop a Flame Body Cannon move.
Mm-hmm. Two Counter Catcher and the Charizard. Who's bringing out Tragapult. Considering maybe the Charizard instead.
I mean, so Tyler has access to his whole deck. If he has boss energy, he does have this.
Yes.
He also does need Darmanitan as well.
He does need the Darmanitan.
Although the Phantom Dive here is really bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's very good at all. Just throwing it all over there. Nicole's trying to set up for
But if he has the
that
energy, that's
4
just
prize turn.
game, I believe.
There's energy. If he has energy switch and boss and the Darmanitan, there's energy switch over
I don't even think
to.
he's boss. I think it's game.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Copy Reshiram's second attack
Oh,
or first
true.
attack.
Actually,
That's why I didn't like the Phantom Dive.
what a comeback!
Because I think that just does enough damage, right?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
440. Wow.
The Phantom Dive messed that up.
Tyler takes the 6th
Tyler
game. We're
makes it
going
so I have
to
to
a
go to
game
bed
7.
late.
Tyler hates bedtime.
All right, we're gonna have to let it up to the TBG
think it's-
members on who's taking down.
I think they
game
said
number
Nicole
7.
is the one who will be doing the last one. Let me just double check though. Nicole is typing. Nobody gets to go to bed tonight. You're right. Wow. Joe's gonna do it.
I think it might be Joe. Okay, everyone
All
voted
right.
Joe.
It looks like Joe is going to be taking the last match. Let's go,
Now
Joe.
the question will be, which list does he
which list
think
is he taking?
will win?
I think straight pulled, right?
It's usually what he's best with, but I don't know what he'll pick. Let
I
me
guess
get
we're
his
gonna
stream
see.
pulled up.
Yeah. I'm excited to see this. I'm excited. We are making it to the 7th match. The 7th. We did not think that this was gonna happen.
I mean, it was like in the script, but
Okay, you didn't show me the script beforehand. You were just like, Nikki, guess the script. And I was like, well, just tell me it, Jake.
well, duh. No, it's more
So-
exciting if you don't know it.
7th
Right.
game. Wow.
Game number 7.
All
Let's
right.
make it quick.
Joe Maressa versus Tyler Price, the last game of our best of 7 match. Who will take home the pride, the title, and everything? All right. Let's see.
All right.
Joe's getting the coin flip. Chose heads. Got tails. And I think Tyler's just going to choose first, right?
I would imagine so.
I love Joe's little like slight adjustments, like little bit of music, tiny bit of sound.
What's funny though is I don't think it's even coming through.
Not for us, no. For him, maybe.
Okay, so he
he's like,
did
"We're-"
decide to go first. Joe says, "You know what? I'm cool with that."
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like Joe's
Wondering
going
who to
with
start.
Pulsar.
I almost feel like Monkey's probably the better start here.
I think so too, because you can put the rescue board down, but it looks like Joe's
But
just
no. He says, "You know what?
opting for
We're
this.
putting down the Relor."
I
So
think
this-
actually
also
I think
went with
this
the
is the better
Zard.
mood. Yes, he did go for the Zard build, but I
I
think
didn't
also
pay
this
attention
is
to that.
a better move because he's saying, you know, I'm ready to get the Rabska out if you get out
Mhm.
Darumaka.
Although it will kind of depend on what this Iono does.
Mm-hmm. Again, I think Tyler's cheating at the game. I think that's the third out of 7 games that he's used Secret Box first turn. That's a little maniacal.
Let's see if he grabs Janine so that he can discard it.
Battery critical.
He should. Just
Because
grab
that's like
Janine.
his signature move.
I want to see the Janine so bad go in the discard for a
Charging
7th game in a
battery.
row. Tyler, let's go. Let's go.
This
Charging
we
battery.
need to see the 7th Janine discard.
See, he's looking through the deck. He's
Oh,
getting
he
the
grabbed
jack.
the Jacques.
Using
Mm.
Buddy Poffin.
So he's getting
Zora
out his
and
own
Badoo.
Badoo.
Oh man, I mean, he saw how useful this was in the Zard matchup,
Mhm.
just with Nicole. So I don't think it is the wrong play at all to bring out the Badoo.
Especially if Joe does get the Rabska established.
So we have.
Like I said, it really all comes down to this Iono.
It really does. Joe not opting for the monkey or the Chiyu, of course, sending them to the bottom of the deck. Got a
And those
Charmander.
aren't great.
No, not
We kind of
really.
gotta hope for Tyler to kind of whiff his turn, maybe just Itchy Pollen.
And I think you keep the Reller out and force some sort of boss as well, so you at least have
Right.
an attacker
Yeah, we
that can
can't
get on the
retreat
board
it.
next.
That's just a really unfortunate
This is
Iono.
a
Like, that's so
really sad
bad.
on Iono, unfortunately. But it looks like
He's valuing
Joe's
the
opting.
Reller.
Yeah. And it looks like Tyler got the Enzorark off of the top
Mhm.
or off of the Iono.
It just looks like Tyler has really
Good
good draws
strong
this turn.
setup right now. But we already saw in all of these matches that a strong setup does not necessarily dictate how the game is going to play out.
Right.
We saw Nathaniel win when he was down 4 prize cards.
Mhm.
With just a Pheasant Dippity and a Dragapult on the board. So, can't count him out yet.
Right.
Uses the professor's research to get another Zoroark.
So he's
not sure.
digging.
He is digging. I'm not sure if he's going to have the energy that he needs to
I don't know if
to attack.
he's probably
He
just
also
going to be
needs a
Itchy
Darmanitan.
Pollening.
Yeah. Uses
Which,
trade.
I mean, really depending on what Joe top decks and recons for, and Itchy Pollen might stick pretty hard.
Honestly, here comes the Badoo and here comes Itchy Pollen.
Actually, we do have Arven, so if TM Evo is not prized, we could always TM Evo.
That is also very true. There's such a cloak.
Top deck cloak.
I mean, Jack
We love to
will
see it.
help a little bit.
FCBC is in our chat.
Oh,
Shout
hello.
out.
Hi, FCBC Armor. Thank you. Love the sleeves. Everyone go buy them. We did give the sponsorship before the games. So
So Tyler right now is 3-3. We are on game 7 in our best of 7.
Yes, this
He's
is
doing well.
3-3. Yeah, we're on game 7 of the best of 7. It's Joe versus Tyler. Joe's playing Poltzard right now. I think the Brock scouting is correct. I was just thinking this to myself, and I think you steady fire breathing away the castle.
It looks like he's favoring
the
the item
Badoo Wars.
lock, which I didn't
not
hate your idea though of getting rid of the End's castle.
I just think that the Itchy Pollen's a little weak right now. We already have 2 Enzorarks on board who are trading. But also this forces again
Mhm.
if you do have the Darmanitan out, you need to boss up a Dreepy or a Charmander or the Reller to
Mhm.
get something, two useful things off of the board.
And that's
There's
we
the
need to get this
Darmanitan.
Rabska established before the
Got a
board gets
third
decimated.
and Zoroark coming down.
Which I'd have to
Confirming the trade.
imagine that
Getting rid of Defiance Band. Tyler can see that he's going to be ahead of the prize cards.
there's the
Got
energy.
the energy. Got the Power Glass. He is definitely
Mhm.
going for the Darmanitan. Does he have a boss?
If he doesn't have boss, the question becomes, does he take out the Relor while he can, or does he take out the cloak with the energy?
That's a good question. He does still have a trade available to him too. Oh, there's the
Okay,
boss.
so he does have the boss.
Yeah, he gets rid
So
of
you just
the
but
Reller.
he still decided to take the Relor.
Well, he wants to just start
He wants to
annihilating
take
this
that out,
board.
yeah.
At this point, Joe has to push
FCBC is
Badoo.
asking if you are coming to the 5K.
I'm not. It is a long drive for me, unfortunately. And I'm very busy in the next 3 weeks leading up to NAIC, which is sad because I would like to test more. So, unfortunately. So, no. I wish I could, though. I want to. I want to go sometime soon, hopefully.
Top deck the Paul doesn't really do too terribly much.
Do we jack for Zard and Cloak and hope for best, or do we Arvin for
We can
Buddy
also
Poffin
stamp.
and reestablish? We could stamp, reestablish the board. Looks like Joe's getting the
Maybe
stamp
even
and the
stamp
TM
Evo.
Evo. I think that honestly, that's probably the best play we have here. He
If
needs to get this
gets
board
a
state
stretcher,
moving.
he could also get the Relor back,
He could.
which he didn't.
Got the Buddy Poffin. He does have Ultra Ball that he can use Ultra Ball to get a cloak out.
FCBC pointed out the 5K is after NAIC.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Maybe I'll go then. So
what's
it depends.
What's the exact date?
I'd have to check my schedule.
I have it somewhere.
Joe is grabbing the Pheasantipity. What am I thinking? That's before NAIC.
You're thinking of Full Grips 3K.
Ooh, right. Money everywhere. All right. Here comes the Pheasantipity draw.
Jeez,
and you can grab a cloak with the Night Stretcher, and get a little bit more draw here.
Okay.
But then the targets for the Badoo is the Dreepy and the Dracloak. So you have a Dracloak, and yeah, I think at this point, you just get double cloak and force Tyler to find another boss and
you have to kind of commit to this at this point. Anyway, the 5K is June 21st.
Let me check. As long as maybe I'll go.
You should.
Where am I staying?
Oh,
that's a Saturday. Oh, okay.
It's worth it though.
Free.
The shop's awesome. It's good competition, good pricing.
5K is nice.
If you wash out, there's an arcade.
There's an arcade, and I drove 5 hours to go to there.
Yes.
But I do get to see you guys.
Also that.
Maybe. I guess the signups are still live.
I would imagine so.
I'll think about it. I'll see if one of my friends want to go with me. Maybe Ben's going or something. Or we just bring Joe.
Wait, where'd the
Looks like
poison come from? I was not paying
oh,
attention.
the Janine. The Janine
The
actually
we
got
used the
used.
Janine
The
and I
Janine
missed
got
it?
used, yeah.
Oh
Because
my
we were
god.
talking about the 5K.
I missed the Janine.
Tyler has 2 prize cards left.
I mean, he's been drawing really hot this entire game, and Joe's been struggling to get anywhere.
I think
However,
you got it.
if we get
However.
Zard online right now,
I think
and
Zard
Iona
would
to
be
2,
great within an Iono, but we need the rare candy
yeah,
so
and the Zard.
desperately. Oh yeah, the Zard's in there. Zard's somewhere.
But I think that's probably what's going to be best.
Joe's checking. Ugh, just supporters.
If anyone can turn this around, it is Joe.
It is Joe. Joe is he is thinking so hard right now, trying to figure out what is the best play.
From the
Checking
games
all
we've
of his
seen,
resources.
I'm starting to think that the straight pult was doing a little better than the Zard pult.
I think that's why I kind of said I thought straight pult would have been the better pick here. Considering getting a energy, throwing it back in the deck, maybe. Oh,
No, I think
no, Iono.
he
Okay.
wanted to ensure that he was going to have enough energy to attack if he pulls this off. Well,
okay.
Fez
We just
draw.
need rare candy.
No,
Oh man. Do you
that's so
boss?
rough.
Do you boss up Darmanitan and steady fire breathe, or use countercatcher on Darmanitan steady?
It depends on
fire
how
breathe?
many ends castles are in the Discord. Looks like he says no. I'm trying to think though. If that would be the end of the ends castles, that
I mean,
could like
that-
be game.
but I don't know how much is left in the Discord.
I know there's at least one in the discard.
Reversal energy going down. Those reversal energies are so useless. Like, got one more trade, and Tyler still needs to find an energy.
I'm really interested in seeing if like all the ends castles would have been gone.
Tyler's just digging.
I mean, he's in a good position here.
Does he have the boss?
If he has the boss, it's
That's
all over.
it.
How many bosses have been used though?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It looks
Oh,
like we
okay.
didn't get the boss.
Okay, so going down to 1 prize card now. Now we do have rare candy for Charizard, but we want to Iono him down to.
Nathaniel did point out that Tyler does run Turo.
He does run Turo. Oh, there's the rare candy. Rare candy Charizard.
I'm
with...
sure Joe loves seeing that right now.
Oh man.
Does he even have the fire energy?
I'm not sure. I think he's just going to play it and see if he does.
He's like, let's find out.
It's in the deck.
We do.
And he can get Dragapult out of the active. 10 Iono down to 1.
Yep.
Is this the comeback?
It's risky, but it's about all he's got.
I really think that he's thinking about the counter catcher.
No, I think we just Iono to 1.
Yes, Iono to 1 and
kill.
He still has Pheasantipity too. So
yeah.
Is this going to be
we need
the
a
comeback?
6-1 comeback here.
That would be incredible.
I'm sure he would love to bump this stadium.
Oh, there is the super rod. There does need to be stadium bumps in this deck.
All right. I think we say 2 trades in a top deck doesn't get you anywhere.
No. There is
Because
not
next
enough.
turn we have Iono Countercatcher again.
Yes. And we are hitting for the exact whatever number we want right now. Charizard is just swinging.
330
and
damage.
If it's time for Charizard, it's right now.
Yep.
Got a Dreepy and a Rare Candy.
And I love that we can Iono Countercatcher next turn. Take another
Yes.
2.
There's Ends PP up. So looking to use the Darmanitan again, I guess. Can use the
I
Reshiram.
feel like
He's
that's his
hoping-
last PP up. I could be wrong.
Using the first trade.
Because, I mean, that's going to matter. He'll probably... I don't know. He's going to have to. He has to push up that Zoroark and do, what,
And
170
do
damage?
damage. And then just-
hope he can power up the other one.
I don't know how he's going to do that, though.
This is starting. It's funny because you see Tyler down to 1 prize. You see Joe still needs 6. And
Or
all of a
4.
sudden, it's starting to look kind of bad for Tyler.
Yes, because his resources went down. Just like we were saying, this game, the format with all of the F cards rotating. Oh,
Okay,
there's the
so
other
that has
PP
to
up.
be the last PP up.
Yeah, there's only 2 in the deck. That is all he has. So he is relying on getting another top deck.
And I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to the top deck and trade. I don't even think do we Iono here?
I
He has
don't
1
even
card in
think we
hand.
Iono.
It could be
Do
the
we
energy.
just
It also
set?
could not.
We can't set up anything and give that last 1 prize. We just. I mean, Tyler only has the 1 draw he used. His
I don't know if
research.
does Monkey help here at all?
Monkey, I think, does help, which is what it looks like. I mean, it gets. No, that, yeah. Okay.
It gets energy off.
I mean, it gets
or damage off of stuff.
It does
Yeah.
get us a prize card off of the Badoo.
Hmm. Which that might be what we need.
Yeah, that might be just the piece that we need, but
But if Tyler does have the energy, that will be it. So
see.
Nathaniel asked,
Boss?
do you leave Badoo alive to leave CC online? My argument against that would be if you leave Badoo alive and Tyler whiffs the energy, he's going to itchy pollen. So
Yeah.
CC is not going to work anyway.
Oh,
At
man.
least with this move, Joe has
should-
said, do you have the energy? If so, cool, GG. If not, GG.
Yeah, that's really it. Joe has caught up entirely, has 1 prize card left.
It comes down to this trade.
Does Tyler get it with the trade? There's
Oh,
Palpad.
there's Palpad.
Is he going to put in the research and hope to grab the research?
No, I think he needs boss. He needs energy and boss to
Oh,
win.
true. Just energy and boss. He doesn't even need boss.
I don't think he should have thrown the
Tur-
research in. I think it should have just been boss.
He wants that
Energy boss?
energy
If it's
boss.
energy boss, this is rigged, by the way.
They want to see TBG fail so badly. There's not any movement happening. I don't think he got it.
If this pulls off, this will be the second
Man, this is a
insane
nail
comeback
biter.
we've seen all night.
This is crazy. This is a crazy nail biter game.
Oh my gosh, just pass or do something.
Pass, do something. Let us know what's going on.
Judge, slow play.
Judge,
There's the boss.
there's boss.
I'm going to guess this is like a boss stall.
Oh my god, yeah. He's gonna
Maybe.
boss
Does
stall
he have the
this.
energy?
That'd be crazy.
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Do we have energy left?
Do we have...
I don't know how much energy we run.
Oh, I think we have to Arvin.
For what though? Oh, Rod.
Hmm. There is one Luminous
Although-
in the deck.
Tyler did just use his boss, so now he needs to get another boss.
Mm-hmm.
And we can start moving some damage counters? No, we just don't even bother.
Yeah.
So we still need boss energy to win.
Yes.
And Joe just needs energy. This is
This is a
literally going to
crazy
come
game.
down to some top
This is-
decking.
Easy game.
This is... I'm going to go gray over this match.
There's the trade. Did he get the energy? I don't see. He would have played it down, right? Very
Yeah,
quickly.
I
But
would
even
hope so.
still, he's using the boss to try to deck out Joe.
Well, if he gets energy and second boss...
There's the research.
Oh, there's second boss. Wait. How are we...
Getting the Night Stretcher for the Blood Moon. Oh my
Oh.
God! Look at that.
Okay.
Whoa, Tyler
Phew.
Price winning the best of 7
Gosh darn.
and Zorark
That
defeating
was an absolute nail biter. That was a good game 7.
Dragapult. That was a really good game 7. Honestly, Tyler, you deserve it. That was really good. Whew, wow. Right to the end, right to the last prize card on each of them. I told you the research was good. I said the research. You put the research back in. You're like, why would
we
you
were
even
all
do that?
crapping
Because
on
you
the
get
research
Night
doing
Stretcher
chat.
for the dark energy. That's so good.
We were crapping on the
Holy-
research.
Wow, you were. I was like, research, and you're like,
Mm.
no, research. Why would you even play research? You maximize your draw.
I didn't realize
dummy.
he still had a Night Stretcher left. He was dumping resources left and right.
I mean, he clearly was digging because he had some sort of resource at that point. Oh wow, that was a crazy,
I'm gonna have
crazy
to
set.
send
Wow.
some questions to Tyler that we can.
Should we put Tyler on? Should we
if
have Tyler come
he's-
on and do an interview on beating this team?
It's
Wow.
11 o'clock. I want to say no.
That's fair. So
Plus, I
Well-
don't even know if he's like set up for that because I didn't ask him.
that's fair.
But we'll talk to him.
Wow.
We'll tweet out some stuff.
That's crazy. Well, Tyler proved what he said he was going to prove.
Yeah, I mean the Zardpult list is good, but it doesn't seem to be as consistent.
And I
And
think it
that's kind of what we
also,
learned here.
yeah, I also think that the Zardpult list, I think that choosing straight Pult would have been better. It had already 2 out of the 3 wins on the Enzorark deck. I think choosing that, the more consistent build, the more what
Tyler
was
did
already
say
shown
he
in
could
2
come on.
games to reliably beat Enzorark. I think that would have been the better play. But of course, our teammates are going to tell us why they did what they did. And that's okay. Those great sets, honestly. Fantastic sets, really. That's crazy.
I'm glad that we
Whew.
got all 7 games in for like
Me
our first live
too.
stream.
Yes.
It made it like exciting. So
It was very exciting. Good job, Tyler.
yeah. Grats,
know,
Tyler. We
really
will...
good up and coming player. That was well done. Just well done. Hope you day 2 soon, honestly. So those were very exciting
I'm trying to
games.
convince him to go to Portland. He's like on the
That's
fence,
next
and it's like this
weekend.
weekend.
That's the weekend. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Well,
to
maybe this
commit.
is your inspiration, Tyler. Go to Portland.
Go with Enzorark. Apparently, you can just
Apparently
destroy all
Enzorark.
the Dragon
Although
Bolts in the
remove the
room.
freaking Janine.
Get rid of the Janine. Janine's bad. Get rid of the Janine. That also, like, of course you use the full art with the feet showing. Come on, man. We see you. We see you. You're not hiding anything from us. Get out of here. What the hell? Oh my god. So yeah, get rid of the Janine. I think you would have the perfect 60 if you played literally anything else. You could play Duskball and it would be better than Janine, I think. So yeah. Play a third ends, PP up. I think that would be even
Or a
better.
4th castle.
Anything, man. Come on.
Wow.
Anyway, congrats, Tyler. Good
Congrats,
job,
Tyler.
team. You guys did a great job. We're very proud of you guys. Otherwise, so yeah. I think that's it.
Alright.
We done?
Everyone, buy some FCBC.
Yes. Buy FCBC armor. They're great sleeves. Very good.
Everyone going to Portland. Good luck.
Good luck, and we will see you guys next week. So,
Peace out.
adios.